What if the secrets of the past hold the key to understanding our future? Picture this: a world where towering pyramids align perfectly with the stars, ancient texts written in languages no one can decipher, and massive stone statues that seem to defy the limits of human ingenuity. These aren't just stories, they're real, unsolved mysteries that have baffled historians, scientists, and adventurers for centuries. From the Great Pyramid of Giza to the enigmatic Voynich Manuscript, the past is filled with puzzles that continue to captivate our imagination. In this video, we're diving deep into the 50 greatest ancient mysteries of all time. These aren't just random curiosities, they're windows into the minds of our ancestors, clues to lost civilizations, and reminders of how much we still have to learn about the world. Whether it's the purpose of Stonehenge, the disappearance of the Roanoke colony, or the legend of Atlantis, each mystery holds a story that's as fascinating as it is perplexing. So, why do these ancient enigmas still matter today? Because they challenge us to think beyond what we know, to question the limits of human achievement, and to wonder what else might be waiting to be discovered. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a deeper appreciation for these historical puzzles, but also a burning curiosity to explore them further. Ready to uncover the secrets of the past? Let's dive in. Now, let's turn our attention to the first and perhaps most iconic of all ancient mysteries, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Standing tall on the Giza Plateau, this monumental structure has fascinated humanity for thousands of years. Built over 4,500 years ago, it remains one of the most precise and enduring feats of engineering in history. But how did the ancient Egyptians achieve such perfection without modern tools or technology? That's just one of the many questions that continue to puzzle experts. The Great Pyramid was constructed with over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons. Some of these blocks were transported from quarries hundreds of miles away, and yet they fit together so precisely that not even a sheet of paper can slide between them. The pyramid's base is almost perfectly square, and its sides align almost exactly with the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. This level of precision has led many to wonder, was this just an incredible display of human ingenuity, or did the builders have access to knowledge we've since lost? One of the most intriguing aspects of the Great Pyramid is its alignment with celestial bodies. The pyramid's shafts point directly to specific stars, including Sirius and Orion's belt, which were significant in ancient Egyptian mythology. Some researchers believe this alignment wasn't accidental, but rather a deliberate attempt to connect the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife with the stars. This has sparked theories that the pyramid wasn't just a tomb, but also an astronomical observatory or even a gateway to the heavens. Of course, the most widely accepted theory is that the Great Pyramid served as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, whose reign marked the height of Egypt's Old Kingdom. Yet no mummy or burial artifacts have ever been found inside, leaving room for speculation. Could the pyramid have had a different purpose altogether? Some suggest it was a power plant harnessing energy from the earth, while others propose it was a repository of ancient knowledge, encoded in its dimensions and proportions. The Great Pyramid of Giza is more than just a marvel of ancient engineering. It's a riddle wrapped in stone. Its construction, purpose, and celestial connections continue to inspire awe and debate, reminding us that even the most studied monuments can still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. As we move forward, let's explore another ancient mystery that has puzzled historians for centuries: the Sphinx and its missing nose. Now, shifting our gaze from the towering Great Pyramid, we find ourselves face to face with another enigmatic guardian of ancient Egypt, the Great Sphinx of Giza. Carved from a single massive limestone outcrop, the Sphinx stands as a symbol of mystery and power, with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, believed by many to represent King Khufu. But while its imposing presence has captivated visitors for millennia, one feature has sparked endless curiosity and debate: its missing nose. The Sphinx's nose, or rather the absence of it, has become one of history's most enduring puzzles. How did it disappear, and why? Theories abound, ranging from natural causes to deliberate acts of destruction. Some suggest that centuries of wind and sand erosion wore away the nose over time, a plausible explanation given the harsh desert environment. However, the precision of the damage has led others to question this theory, pointing instead to human intervention. One popular legend claims that the nose was destroyed by Napoleon's troops during his campaign in Egypt in the late 18th century. According to this story, soldiers used the Sphinx for target practice, blasting away its nose with cannon fire. While this tale has captured the imagination of many, historical records and sketches from before Napoleon's time show the Sphinx already without its nose, debunking this myth. Another theory points to religious or political motives. In the 14th century, a Sufi Muslim named Saim al-Dar is said to have defaced the Sphinx in an act of iconoclasm, believing it to be a pagan idol. For this act, he was reportedly executed, but whether this story is true remains uncertain. What is clear is that the Sphinx's missing nose has become a symbol of the complex relationship between humanity and its ancient monuments, reflecting both reverence and destruction. Beyond the mystery of its nose, the Sphinx itself holds deeper symbolism. In ancient Egyptian culture, the lion represented strength and royalty, while the human head signified intelligence and divine authority. Together, the Sphinx was likely intended to guard the Giza plateau, protecting the pyramids and the pharaohs buried within. Its gaze, fixed eternally toward the rising sun, may have also held astronomical significance, aligning with the cycles of the sun god Ra. Yet, despite its grandeur, the Sphinx has not been immune to the passage of time. Over the centuries, it has faced threats from erosion, pollution, and even misguided restoration attempts. Today, ongoing preservation efforts aim to protect this ancient marvel for future generations, but the question of its missing nose remains unanswered, a silent reminder of the mysteries that still surround this iconic monument. As we leave the Sphinx behind, our journey through the ancient mysteries continues, leading us to a discovery that challenges our understanding of ancient technology: the Antikythera Mechanism. Now, as we step away from the sands of Egypt, our journey takes us to the depths of the Mediterranean Sea, where a discovery so extraordinary it rewrote our understanding of ancient technology was made: the Antikythera Mechanism. Found in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, this intricate device has been hailed as the world's first analog computer. But what exactly is it, and why does it continue to baffle experts to this day? The Antikythera Mechanism is a complex assembly of bronze gears and dials, housed in a wooden case about the size of a shoebox. When it was first recovered, its purpose was unclear, as the device was heavily corroded and encrusted with centuries of marine growth. However, over decades of study, researchers have pieced together its remarkable function. The mechanism was designed to predict astronomical positions and events such as eclipses, the movements of the sun and moon, and even the cycles of the ancient Olympic Games. It was, in essence, a celestial calendar and a tool for understanding the cosmos. What makes the Antikythera Mechanism so astonishing is its level of sophistication. The device contains over 30 interlocking gears, each precisely crafted to perform specific calculations. For example, one gear tracked the moon's elliptical orbit, while another accounted for the irregular motion of the planets. This level of precision suggests that the ancient Greeks had a far deeper understanding of astronomy and mechanics than previously thought. In fact, nothing of comparable complexity would appear again until the mechanical clocks of the 14th century, more than 1,000 years later. But who created this marvel, and how was it used? While the exact origins of the Antikythera Mechanism remain uncertain, many believe it was the work of Greek scientists or engineers, possibly linked to the famous mathematician Archimedes or the scholars of the island of Rhodes. It may have been used by astronomers, navigators, or even philosophers to study the heavens and plan events. Some theories suggest it was a teaching tool, while others propose it was a luxury item for the wealthy elite, showcasing the intellectual prowess of its owner. Despite the progress made in understanding the Antikythera mechanism, many questions remain unanswered. How widespread was this technology? Were there other devices like it, now lost to time? And how did the ancient Greeks achieve such precision without the tools and knowledge we take for granted today? These mysteries continue to captivate historians, scientists, and enthusiasts alike, reminding us that the ancient world was far more advanced than we often give it credit for. As we marvel at the ingenuity of the Antikythera mechanism, our exploration of ancient mysteries leads us next to the vast deserts of Peru, where another enigma awaits, the Nazca Lines. Leaving behind the intricate gears of the Antikythera mechanism, we now journey to the arid plains of southern Peru, where one of the most visually stunning mysteries of the ancient world stretches across the desert floor, the Nazca Lines. These enormous geoglyphs, etched into the earth over 2,000 years ago, form a vast gallery of shapes, animals, and geometric patterns, some stretching over 600 feet in length. But how were these massive designs created, and what purpose did they serve? The answers remain as elusive as the lines themselves. The Nazca Lines were made by removing the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles that cover the desert surface, revealing the lighter-colored earth beneath. This simple yet labor-intensive technique allowed the Nazca people to create designs that have endured for centuries, thanks to the region's dry, windless climate. The sheer scale of these geoglyphs is staggering. Some are so large that they can only be fully appreciated from the air, leading many to wonder how the Nazca achieved such precision without the ability to fly. Theories about the purpose of the Nazca Lines are as varied as the designs themselves. One prominent idea is that they served as an astronomical calendar, aligning with celestial events such as solstices or equinoxes. For example, some lines point to the position of the sun during key times of the year, suggesting they may have been used to mark agricultural cycles or religious ceremonies. Others propose that the lines were part of a ritualistic landscape, used in ceremonies to communicate with the gods or ancestors. Perhaps the most intriguing theory is that the Nazca Lines were intended as messages for extraterrestrial beings. This idea gained traction in the mid-20th century, fueled by the notion that the designs could only be seen from above. Proponents argue that the lines might have been created as signals or landing markers for visitors from other worlds. While this theory captures the imagination, most scholars lean toward more grounded explanations, emphasizing the cultural and spiritual significance of the lines to the Nazca people. Despite decades of study, the Nazca Lines continue to spark debate and fascination. Were they a form of ancient art, a spiritual tool, or something else entirely? The mystery deepens when we consider that the Nazca civilization left no written records to explain their intentions. What we do know is that these geoglyphs are a testament to human creativity and ingenuity, a reminder that even in the harshest environments, people have found ways to leave their mark on the world. As we ponder the secrets of the Nazca Lines, our exploration of ancient mysteries takes us next to a puzzling manuscript that has defied translation for centuries, the Voynich Manuscript. Shifting our focus from the vast desert landscapes of Peru, we now turn our attention to a mystery that fits in the palm of your hand, the Voynich Manuscript. This enigmatic book, filled with undecipherable text and bizarre illustrations, has baffled scholars, cryptographers, and historians for centuries. Its pages are a labyrinth of strange symbols, unknown plants, and celestial diagrams, all rendered in a script that no one has been able to decode. But where did this mysterious manuscript come from, and what secrets does it hold? The Voynich Manuscript is believed to have been created in the early 15th century, based on carbon dating of its vellum pages. It first surfaced in the early 20th century when it was purchased by a Polish book dealer named Wilfred Voynich, after whom it is named. Since then, it has passed through the hands of collectors, researchers, and institutions, including Yale University's Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library, where it resides today. Despite its age, the manuscript's origins remain shrouded in mystery. Some speculate it was the work of a medieval alchemist or a secretive religious order, while others suggest it might be an elaborate hoax. The text itself is written in an unknown script, often referred to as Voynichese, which has resisted all attempts at translation. The manuscript is divided into sections, each filled with peculiar illustrations. One section features detailed drawings of plants that don't match any known species, while another depicts astrological charts and celestial bodies. A particularly intriguing section shows what appear to be bathing women, connected by intricate networks of tubes and vessels, leading some to theorize it might be an early medical or alchemical text. Yet, without a key to the language, these images remain open to interpretation. Over the years, countless experts have tried to crack the code of the Voynich manuscript. Linguists, mathematicians, and even artificial intelligence programs have analyzed its text, searching for patterns or clues. Some have claimed partial success, suggesting it might be written in a lost language, a cipher, or even a constructed script. However, none of these theories have been universally accepted, and the manuscript's meaning remains as elusive as ever. The difficulty lies in the fact that the text doesn't align with any known linguistic or cryptographic systems, making it one of the most challenging puzzles in history. The enduring mystery of the Voynich manuscript has sparked a wide range of theories about its purpose. Some believe it was a medieval herbal or medical guide, while others think it might be a religious text or even a work of fiction. The most tantalizing idea is that it contains lost knowledge, perhaps from an ancient civilization or a forgotten culture. Yet, without definitive evidence, these ideas remain speculative. What we do know is that the manuscript is a testament to human curiosity and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we contemplate the secrets of the Voynich manuscript, our journey through the greatest ancient mysteries continues. Next, we'll explore the towering stones of Stonehenge, a monument that has stood the test of time and continues to inspire wonder and debate. Now, let's journey from the cryptic pages of the Voynich manuscript to the windswept plains of England, where one of the world's most iconic ancient mysteries stands tall: Stonehenge. This prehistoric monument, composed of massive standing stones arranged in a circular formation, has captivated the imagination of historians, archaeologists, and visitors for centuries. But what was its purpose, and how did ancient people construct such a monumental site with the limited technology of their time? Stonehenge's construction is a marvel of ancient engineering. The monument is made up of two primary types of stones: the larger sarsen stones, which weigh up to 25 tons each, and the smaller blue stones, which were transported from over 150 miles away. The precision with which these stones were arranged suggests a deep understanding of geometry and astronomy. The outer circle of sarsen stones is topped by horizontal lintels, forming a continuous ring, while the inner horseshoe of blue stones adds to the site's enigmatic design. The sheer effort required to transport and erect these stones, especially the blue stones from distant Wales, raises questions about the methods and motivations of its builders. The purpose of Stonehenge has been the subject of intense debate. One prominent theory suggests it served as a burial site. Excavations have uncovered human remains dating back to around 3000 BC, indicating that the site may have been a place of ritual significance for early Neolithic communities. Another theory posits that Stonehenge was a ceremonial ground used for religious or spiritual gatherings. The alignment of the stones with the solstices supports the idea that it played a role in marking significant astronomical events, possibly serving as an ancient calendar to track the changing seasons. The astronomical significance of Stonehenge is particularly fascinating. During the summer solstice, the rising sun aligns perfectly with the heel stone, casting its rays directly into the center of the monument. This alignment suggests that the builders had a sophisticated understanding of celestial movements, using Stonehenge as a way to predict and celebrate key moments in the solar year. Some researchers even believe the site may have been used to predict lunar eclipses, adding another layer of complexity to its purpose. Cultural interpretations of Stonehenge vary widely. For some, it represents a symbol of unity and cooperation among ancient communities who came together to create something enduring and meaningful. For others, it is a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of prehistoric people who achieved remarkable feats without the tools and technology we take for granted today. The monument's enduring presence has also inspired countless myths and legends, from tales of Merlin the wizard to stories of giants building the structure in a single night. Despite centuries of study, Stonehenge remains shrouded in mystery. Its true purpose may never be fully understood, but its significance as a cultural and historical landmark is undeniable. As we marvel at its towering stones and intricate design, we are reminded of the enduring human desire to connect with the cosmos and leave a lasting legacy. With the mysteries of Stonehenge still echoing in our minds, our exploration of ancient enigmas continues. Next, we'll delve into the legendary lost city of Atlantis, a tale that has fascinated explorers and dreamers for millennia. Now, let's shift our gaze from the ancient stones of Stonehenge to the depths of the ocean, where one of history's most enduring legends awaits, the lost city of Atlantis. This mythical island, first described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, has captured the imagination of explorers, scholars, and dreamers for over 2,000 years. But what exactly is the story of Atlantis, and why does it continue to fascinate us to this day? The tale of Atlantis originates in Plato's dialogues written around 360 BC. In his works Timaeus and Critias, Plato describes Atlantis as a powerful and advanced civilization that existed 9,000 years before his time. According to the story, Atlantis was a utopia of unparalleled wealth and sophistication, ruled by a confederation of kings. The island was said to be located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which many believe refers to the Strait of Gibraltar. However, the civilization's hubris led to its downfall. After a failed attempt to conquer Athens, Atlantis was punished by the gods and sank into the ocean in a single day and night of catastrophic earthquakes and floods. Plato's account of Atlantis has sparked endless debate. Some scholars argue that the story was purely allegorical, meant to convey moral lessons about the dangers of arrogance and greed. Others believe it may have been inspired by real historical events, such as the volcanic eruption on the island of Thera, which devastated the Minoan civilization around 1600 BC. The idea that Atlantis could have been a real place has fueled countless expeditions and theories over the centuries. Modern searches for Atlantis have taken explorers to various corners of the globe. Some theories suggest it was located in the Mediterranean, pointing to underwater ruins near Crete or Sardinia as possible remnants of the lost city. Others propose locations as far-flung as the Caribbean, Antarctica, or even the Sahara Desert. One of the most intriguing theories places Atlantis in the region of the Azores, where underwater geological formations have been interpreted as potential evidence of a sunken civilization. Despite these efforts, no definitive proof of Atlantis has ever been found, leaving its existence shrouded in mystery. The allure of Atlantis lies not only in its potential as a historical reality, but also in what it represents. For many, Atlantis symbolizes the fragility of human achievement and the ever-present threat of natural disasters. It serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of overreaching ambition and the impermanence of even the greatest civilizations. The legend also taps into our fascination with the unknown. inspiring countless works of literature, film, and art that continue to explore the idea of a lost world waiting to be rediscovered. As we ponder the mysteries of Atlantis, we are reminded of the enduring power of storytelling and the human desire to uncover the secrets of our past. Whether Atlantis was a real place or a figment of Plato's imagination, its legacy continues to captivate and inspire. And with that, our journey through the greatest ancient mysteries of all time takes us next to the discovery of the Terracotta Army, an archaeological marvel that offers a glimpse into the grandeur of ancient China. Now, let's journey from the depths of the ocean to the heart of ancient China, where one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries of all time awaits: the Terracotta Army. Unearthed in 1974 by farmers digging a well near the city of Xi'an, this vast collection of life-sized clay soldiers has captivated the world with its sheer scale and intricate detail. But what exactly is the story behind this incredible find, and what secrets does it hold about China's first emperor? The Terracotta Army was created to accompany Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China, into the afterlife. Qin Shi Huang, who ruled from 221 to 210 BC, was a visionary leader who standardized weights, measures, and even the written script across his empire. Yet he was also deeply preoccupied with his own mortality. To ensure his protection and continued rule in the afterlife, he commissioned an elaborate mausoleum guarded by an army of clay soldiers. This army, consisting of over 8,000 figures, includes not only warriors but also horses, chariots, and even acrobats and musicians, each crafted with astonishing precision. The craftsmanship of the Terracotta Army is nothing short of extraordinary. Each soldier is unique, with distinct facial features, hairstyles, and expressions, suggesting they were modeled after real individuals. The figures were originally painted in vibrant colors, though much of the pigment has faded over time. The level of detail extends to their armor and weaponry, which were also meticulously crafted. Some of the soldiers even held real bronze weapons, adding to the realism and grandeur of the display. But the creation of the Terracotta Army was not just a feat of artistry, it was also a monumental logistical challenge. Historians estimate that hundreds of thousands of workers labored for decades to complete the project. The figures were made using an assembly line process, with different workshops responsible for crafting specific parts, such as heads, torsos, or limbs. These pieces were then assembled and fired in massive kilns, a process that required incredible skill and coordination. Despite the wealth of information we have about the Terracotta Army, many mysteries remain. For instance, the full extent of Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum has yet to be uncovered. Historical records suggest that the emperor's tomb is surrounded by rivers of mercury and booby traps to deter intruders, but archaeologists have been cautious about excavating the site due to concerns about preserving its contents. Additionally, the purpose of some of the non-military figures, such as the acrobats and musicians, remains unclear. Were they meant to entertain the emperor in the afterlife, or do they hold a deeper symbolic meaning? The Terracotta Army is more than just a testament to the power and ambition of Qin Shi Huang. It is a window into the beliefs and values of ancient China. The idea of an afterlife army reflects the emperor's desire for eternal protection and dominance, while the diversity of the figures highlights the complexity of his empire. Today, the Terracotta Army stands as one of the most iconic symbols of China's rich history, drawing millions of visitors each year and inspiring countless questions about the civilization that created it. As we marvel at the Terracotta Army, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of human creativity and the lengths to which people will go to preserve their legacy. And with that, our exploration of the greatest ancient mysteries continues as we turn our attention to the enigmatic stone statues of Easter Island, where another fascinating chapter of history awaits. Now, let's set sail across the vast Pacific Ocean to one of the most remote and mysterious places on Earth, Easter Island. Here, towering stone figures known as the Moai stand as silent sentinels, guarding the secrets of a civilization long gone. These massive statues, carved from volcanic rock, have puzzled archaeologists and historians for centuries. How were they built, transported, and erected? And what led to the downfall of the society that created them? The Moai are more than just statues. They are a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the Rapa Nui people who inhabited Easter Island over 1,000 years ago. Carved from a single type of volcanic rock called tuff, found in the Rono Raraku quarry, these figures range in height from a few feet to over 30 feet tall, with some weighing as much as 80 tons. Each Moai is unique, with distinct facial features, elongated ears, and solemn expressions, suggesting they were meant to represent ancestors or important leaders. But the real mystery lies in how these colossal statues were transported across the island. Easter Island is relatively small, but the distances between the quarry and the platforms, or ahu, where the Moai were placed, are significant. Theories about their transportation range from the practical to the imaginative. Some researchers believe the statues were moved using a system of ropes, wooden sledges, and log rollers, while others suggest they were walked upright by rocking them back and forth. Recent experiments have shown that both methods are plausible, but the exact technique remains a subject of debate. The purpose of the Moai is another enduring mystery. Many believe they were created to honor ancestors, serving as a link between the living and the dead. The statues were placed on ceremonial platforms facing inland, as if watching over the villages and protecting the people. Some Moai also had coral eyes inserted into their sockets, which may have been part of rituals to activate their spiritual power. Yet, despite their significance, the construction of the Moai may have contributed to the island's ecological collapse. Easter Island's civilization thrived for centuries, but by the time European explorers arrived in the 18th century, the island was in decline. Deforestation, overpopulation, and the depletion of natural resources are often cited as key factors in this collapse. The Rapa Nui people may have cut down too many trees to transport the Moai, leading to soil erosion and the loss of vital resources. This, combined with internal conflict and possibly even contact with outsiders, led to the downfall of their society. Today, the Moai stand as a haunting reminder of the fragility of human civilizations. They inspire awe and curiosity, drawing visitors from around the world to this remote island. Yet, they also serve as a cautionary tale about the consequences of environmental mismanagement and the importance of sustainability. As we continue our journey through the greatest ancient mysteries, the Moai of Easter Island remind us that even the most impressive achievements can come at a cost. And with that, we turn our attention to another marvel of ancient ingenuity, the Baghdad Battery, where the mysteries of early technology await. Now, let's journey from the remote Pacific to the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, where a small, unassuming artifact has sparked one of the most intriguing debates in the history of archaeology, the Baghdad Battery. Discovered in the 1930s near the ancient city of Ctesiphon, this peculiar object consists of a clay jar, a copper cylinder, and an iron rod. At first glance, it might seem like nothing more than a curious relic, but many researchers believe it could be evidence of an ancient form of electrical technology. The Baghdad Battery, as it's commonly called, dates back to the Parthian or Sasanian period around 2,000 years ago. The jar itself is about 5 inches tall, with a stopper made of asphalt sealing the top. Inside, the copper cylinder surrounds the iron rod, and traces of acidic residue such as vinegar or wine suggest that the jar may have once held an electrolyte. When filled with such a liquid, the combination of copper, iron, and acid could have produced a small electric current. This has led some to speculate that the Baghdad Battery might have been an early form of a battery, capable of generating a low-voltage charge. But what could such a device have been used for? One of the most popular theories is that it was used for electroplating, a process where a thin layer of metal is deposited onto another surface. Ancient artisans were known for their skill in gilding objects with gold or silver, and the Baghdad Battery could have provided the necessary current to achieve this. Imagine a craftsman using this primitive battery to coat a piece of jewelry or a ceremonial object with a shimmering layer of precious metal. It's a fascinating possibility that challenges our assumptions about the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. However, not everyone is convinced. Some scholars argue that the Baghdad Battery may have had a more mundane purpose, such as storing scrolls or serving as a container for sacred texts. Others suggest it could have been used in religious rituals, perhaps as a tool for creating small electric shocks to demonstrate divine power or to enhance spiritual experiences. Without definitive evidence, the true purpose of the Baghdad Battery remains shrouded in mystery. What makes this artifact so compelling is the way it forces us to rethink our understanding of ancient technology. If the Baghdad Battery was indeed a functioning device, it would mean that the concept of electricity was understood and utilized long before the modern era. This challenges the traditional narrative of technological progress, suggesting that ancient societies may have been far more advanced than we give them credit for. As we ponder the possibilities, the Baghdad Battery stands as a testament to the ingenuity of our ancestors. Whether it was a tool for artisans, a sacred object, or something else entirely, it reminds us that the past is full of surprises. And with that, we turn our attention to another ancient enigma, the Dead Sea Scrolls, where the secrets of a bygone era await discovery. Now, let's shift our focus to a discovery that has captivated scholars and historians for decades: the Dead Sea Scrolls. Found in the mid-20th century in the caves near Qumran, close to the Dead Sea, these ancient manuscripts are among the most significant archaeological finds of all time. Dating back over 2,000 years, the scrolls include some of the oldest known copies of biblical texts, as well as other religious writings and community records. Their discovery has provided an unprecedented glimpse into the beliefs, practices, and daily lives of a Jewish sect that lived during the Second Temple period. The story of how the Dead Sea Scrolls were found is almost as fascinating as the scrolls themselves. In 1947, a young Bedouin shepherd searching for a lost goat stumbled upon a cave containing several clay jars. Inside these jars were scrolls made of parchment and papyrus, carefully preserved for centuries. Over the next decade, more caves were discovered, yielding thousands of fragments and nearly 1,000 complete scrolls. These texts include portions of the Hebrew Bible, commentaries, hymns, and even rules for community living, offering a rare window into the spiritual and intellectual world of ancient Judaism. One of the most striking aspects of the Dead Sea Scrolls is their remarkable state of preservation. The dry, arid climate of the Dead Sea region played a crucial role in protecting these fragile documents from decay. Many of the scrolls are written in Hebrew, though some are in Aramaic and Greek, reflecting the diverse linguistic landscape of the time. The meticulous care with which they were stored suggests that they were considered highly valuable, perhaps even sacred, by the community that created them. But who exactly wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls? This question has sparked intense debate among scholars. The most widely accepted theory is that they were produced by a group known as the Essenes, a Jewish sect that lived in isolation near Qumran. The Essenes were known for their strict religious practices and communal lifestyle, which aligns with the content of many of the scrolls. However, some researchers argue that the scrolls may have come from multiple sources, including priests fleeing Jerusalem during periods of upheaval. The true authorship remains one of the enduring mysteries surrounding these ancient texts. The significance of the Dead Sea Scrolls extends far beyond their historical value. For religious scholars, they provide invaluable insights into the development of the Hebrew Bible and the early roots of Judaism and Christianity. The scrolls include versions of biblical books that are remarkably similar to those used today, as well as texts that were previously unknown. This has deepened our understanding of how sacred scriptures were transmitted and interpreted over time. Yet, despite the wealth of information they provide, the Dead Sea Scrolls also raise intriguing questions. Why were they hidden in the caves? Were they meant to be preserved for future generations, or were they concealed to protect them from destruction? And what can they tell us about the people who wrote and safeguarded them? These mysteries continue to fuel research and debate, ensuring that the Dead Sea Scrolls remain a source of fascination and discovery. As we reflect on the legacy of these ancient manuscripts, we're reminded of the enduring power of written words to connect us with the past. The Dead Sea Scrolls not only illuminate the beliefs and practices of an ancient community, but also challenge us to consider how knowledge is preserved and passed down through the ages. And with that, we turn our attention to another enigmatic artifact, the Peru Rise Map, a mysterious document that seems to defy the boundaries of time and geography. Now, let's journey from the ancient caves of Qumran to a map that has puzzled historians and cartographers for centuries. The Peru Rise Map, created in 1513 by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Peru Rise. This map is a fascinating blend of artistry and mystery. What makes it so extraordinary is its depiction of coastlines and landmasses with a level of detail that seems impossible for its time. Most notably, it appears to show Antarctica, a continent that wouldn't be officially discovered for another 300 years. And what's even more baffling is that it shows Antarctica without its ice cap. How could a map from the 16th century possibly include such accurate information about a landmass that was completely unknown at the time? The Peru Rise Map was discovered in 1929 in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, and it immediately sparked intense debate. The map is drawn on gazelle skin and includes detailed notes from Peru Rise himself, explaining that he compiled it using older source maps, some of which dated back to the time of Alexander the Great. This raises the tantalizing possibility that the map is based on ancient knowledge that has since been lost to history. But where did these source maps come from, and how did they contain such precise geographical information? One of the most compelling theories is that the Peru Rise Map draws on cartographic knowledge from a highly advanced ancient civilization, possibly one that predates recorded history. Some researchers suggest that this civilization might have had the technology and understanding to map the world with remarkable accuracy, including Antarctica during a period when it was free of ice. This theory is supported by the fact that the map's depiction of Antarctica aligns closely with modern satellite imagery of the continent's subglacial topography. Could this mean that an ancient civilization once explored and mapped Antarctica thousands of years before modern humans even knew it existed? Another theory points to the possibility of extraterrestrial influence. Some speculate that the map's accuracy could be the result of knowledge passed down from advanced beings who visited Earth in ancient times. While this idea is more speculative, it highlights the enduring mystery of how such precise geographical information could have been available in the 16th century. Of course, not everyone is convinced by these extraordinary explanations. Skeptics argue that the map's depiction of Antarctica might simply be a coincidence or a misinterpretation of other landmasses. They suggest that Peru Rise could have been working with incomplete or distorted source maps, leading to inaccuracies that only appear to align with modern knowledge. However, this doesn't fully explain the map's striking resemblance to Antarctica's true shape beneath the ice. The Peru Rise Map continues to be a source of fascination and debate, challenging our understanding of history, geography, and human achievement. Whether it's evidence of an advanced ancient civilization, a glimpse of lost knowledge, or simply a remarkable coincidence, the map reminds us that there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And as we ponder its origins, we're left to wonder what other secrets might be hidden in the pages of history, waiting to be rediscovered. With that, we turn our attention to another enigmatic artifact, the Shroud of Turin, a relic that has sparked centuries of debate and devotion. Now, shifting our focus to another artifact steeped in mystery and devotion, we turn to the Shroud of Turin. This ancient linen cloth, measuring approximately 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide, is one of the most debated relics in history. For centuries, it has been believed by many to bear the faint image of a man who appears to have suffered crucifixion, leading to claims that it is the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. But is it truly a miraculous artifact, or could there be another explanation for its origins? The shroud first gained widespread attention in the 14th century when it was displayed in Library, France. However, its history before this period remains shrouded in uncertainty. Some believe it was secretly passed down through generations, while others argue it may have been created during the medieval period. The cloth's most striking feature is the faint, ghostly image of a man with wounds consistent with the biblical account of Christ's crucifixion, including marks on the wrists, feet, and side. This has led many to view it as a sacred object, a tangible connection to one of the most pivotal moments in Christian history. Scientific analyses of the shroud have only deepened the mystery. In 1978, a team of researchers known as the Shroud of Turin Research Project conducted extensive tests, including high-resolution photography and microscopic examination. They concluded that the image was not painted, dyed, or stained, but instead appeared to be the result of a chemical reaction that caused the fibers to discolor. This finding fueled speculation that the image was created by some form of energy, possibly linked to the resurrection of Christ. However, in 1988, radiocarbon dating tests performed on a small sample of the cloth suggested it originated between 1260 and 1390, placing it firmly in the medieval period. This result sparked intense debate, with critics arguing that the sample tested may have been contaminated or taken from a repaired section of the cloth. The shroud's cultural impact cannot be overstated. For millions of believers, it serves as a powerful symbol of faith and a physical reminder of Christ's sacrifice. It has inspired countless works of art, literature, and even scientific inquiry. Yet, for skeptics, it remains a fascinating example of medieval craftsmanship or perhaps an elaborate hoax. The debate over its authenticity continues to this day, with new studies and theories emerging regularly. Some researchers have proposed that the image could have been created using early photographic techniques or even a form of medieval art known as a camera obscura. Others suggest that the shroud's unique properties might be the result of natural processes, such as the interaction of linen with spices used in ancient burial practices. Regardless of its origins, the Shroud of Turin remains a captivating enigma, one that bridges the realms of science, history, and spirituality. It challenges us to question what we know about the past and invites us to explore the boundaries between faith and evidence. As we continue to unravel its secrets, the Shroud reminds us that some mysteries are not easily solved, and that the search for truth can be as compelling as the answers themselves. With that, we move on to another intriguing mystery, the Oak Island Money Pit, a centuries-old treasure hunt that has captivated adventurers and historians alike. Now, let's journey to the windswept shores of Nova Scotia, where a small island has sparked one of the most enduring treasure hunts in history, the Oak Island Money Pit. For over 200 years, this enigmatic site has lured adventurers, historians, and treasure seekers with the tantalizing promise of hidden riches. But what exactly lies beneath the surface, and why has this mystery remained unsolved for so long? The story begins in 1795, when a young man named Daniel Maginnis discovered a peculiar circular depression in the ground on Oak Island. Intrigued, he and two friends began digging, uncovering layers of logs and strange markings at regular intervals. As they dug deeper, they encountered a layer of flagstones and eventually a mysterious stone inscribed with cryptic symbols. This discovery ignited a frenzy of speculation, with many believing the pit was deliberately engineered to conceal something of immense value. over the centuries, countless theories have emerged about what might be buried in the money pit. One of the most popular suggests it holds the lost treasure of pirates, possibly even the infamous Captain Kidd. Others propose it could be the hiding place of the Knights Templar, who may have transported their vast wealth to the New World to escape persecution. Some even speculate that the pit contains priceless artifacts, such as the original manuscripts of William Shakespeare or the Holy Grail itself. Each theory adds another layer of intrigue to this already captivating mystery. Despite numerous excavation attempts, the money pit has proven to be as treacherous as it is mysterious. Early diggers encountered a series of booby traps, including flood tunnels that filled the pit with seawater whenever they reached a certain depth. These ingenious defenses have thwarted countless efforts to uncover the treasure, leading many to believe that whoever designed the pit was determined to protect its secrets at all costs. Modern technology has allowed for more sophisticated exploration, but the island continues to guard its mysteries closely. The allure of Oak Island lies not just in the possibility of treasure, but in the sheer complexity of the puzzle. The money pit's intricate design, combined with the tantalizing clues left behind, has inspired generations of treasure hunters to risk their fortunes and sometimes their lives in pursuit of the truth. Yet, despite the countless expeditions and the millions of dollars spent, the island's secrets remain stubbornly out of reach. As we reflect on the Oak Island money pit, it's clear that this mystery is about more than just treasure. It's a testament to human curiosity and our unyielding desire to uncover the unknown. Whether the pit holds pirate gold, Templar relics, or something even more extraordinary, its story continues to captivate and inspire. And so, the hunt goes on, a reminder that some mysteries are as much about the journey as they are about the destination. Next, we'll explore another legendary enigma, the Bermuda Triangle, a place where ships and planes have vanished without a trace. Now, let's set sail into one of the most infamous regions of the world's oceans, the Bermuda Triangle. Stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, this area has become synonymous with mystery and danger. Over the years, countless ships and planes have vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and fueling endless speculation. But what makes this stretch of water so notorious, and is there any truth to the legends that surround it? The Bermuda Triangle first captured the public's imagination in the mid-20th century, when a series of high-profile disappearances made headlines. One of the most famous cases involved Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that vanished during a training mission in 1945. Despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage or survivors were ever found. Adding to the intrigue, a rescue plane sent to locate the missing aircraft also disappeared, deepening the mystery. These incidents, along with others like the vanishing of the cargo ship SS Marine Sulphur Queen in 1963, cemented the Triangle's reputation as a place where the rules of nature seemed to bend. But what could explain these strange occurrences? Some point to supernatural forces, suggesting the Triangle is a portal to another dimension or the site of alien activity. Others believe it's home to the lost city of Atlantis, with its advanced technology wreaking havoc on modern vessels. These theories, while captivating, lack concrete evidence. On the other hand, scientists have proposed more grounded explanations. One theory suggests that methane gas trapped beneath the ocean floor could erupt, creating bubbles that reduce water density and cause ships to sink. Another possibility is that the region's unpredictable weather patterns, combined with strong currents, create hazardous conditions for navigation. Despite the scientific explanations, the Bermuda Triangle continues to captivate the public imagination. Its allure lies not just in the disappearances, but in the way it challenges our understanding of the natural world. The Triangle has become a cultural phenomenon, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and even Hollywood films. It taps into our fascination with the unknown and our desire to believe that there are still places on Earth where the ordinary rules don't apply. As we navigate the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, it's worth remembering that the ocean is a vast and unpredictable place. While some incidents may defy easy explanation, many can be attributed to human error, mechanical failure, or natural phenomena. Yet, the enduring legend of the Triangle reminds us that some mysteries are as much about the stories we tell as they are about the facts. Next, we'll turn our attention to another enigmatic artifact, the crystal skulls, whose origins and purpose have puzzled historians and archaeologists for generations. Now, shifting our focus from the depths of the ocean to the enigmatic artifacts of ancient civilizations, we arrive at the mysterious crystal skulls. These intricately carved quartz objects have fascinated historians, archaeologists, and conspiracy theorists alike, sparking debates about their origins, purpose, and even their authenticity. The crystal skulls first gained widespread attention in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when several of these artifacts surfaced in private collections and museums. The most famous among them is the Mitchell-Hedges skull, discovered in the 1920s by adventurer F. A. Mitchell-Hedges. This skull, carved from a single block of clear quartz, is renowned for its stunning craftsmanship and lifelike detail. But where did it come from, and who could have created such a masterpiece? One theory suggests that the skulls were crafted by ancient Mesoamerican cultures, such as the Aztecs or the Maya. Proponents of this idea point to the skull's intricate designs and the cultural significance of skulls in Mesoamerican art, where they often symbolized death and rebirth. Some even believe the skulls were used in religious rituals or as tools for healing and divination. However, skeptics argue that the level of precision and polish seen in these artifacts would have been nearly impossible to achieve with the tools available to these ancient civilizations. Another theory proposes that the crystal skulls are not ancient at all, but rather modern creations. In the late 19th century, European artisans began producing crystal carvings, including skulls, to meet the growing demand for exotic artifacts. Some researchers believe that the most famous crystal skulls, including the Mitchell-Hedges skull, were crafted during this period and later passed off as ancient relics. Scientific analysis has added weight to this theory, with studies revealing tool marks and techniques consistent with 19th century methods rather than ancient craftsmanship. Despite the controversies, the crystal skulls continue to captivate the imagination. They have been featured in popular culture, from movies like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull to countless books and documentaries exploring their supposed mystical powers. Some believe the skulls hold ancient knowledge or even extraterrestrial origins, while others see them as symbols of humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown. As we examine the crystal skulls, we're reminded that not all mysteries are easily solved. Whether ancient artifacts or modern hoaxes, these objects challenge us to question what we know about history, craftsmanship, and the stories we tell about the past. Next, we'll explore another legendary wonder, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, a marvel whose very existence remains shrouded in mystery. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most enchanting and elusive wonders of the ancient world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Described as a lush, terraced paradise filled with exotic plants and flowing water, the gardens have captured the imagination of historians and dreamers for centuries. But here's the twist: despite their fame, there's no solid archaeological evidence that they ever existed. So, were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon real, or are they simply a product of ancient storytelling? The earliest accounts of the gardens come from ancient Greek and Roman writers, including Strabo and Diodorus Siculus. According to these sources, the gardens were built by King Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century BCE as a gift to his wife, Queen Amytis, who longed for the green hills of her homeland. The descriptions paint a vivid picture: towering terraces supported by massive stone columns, an intricate irrigation system to bring water from the Euphrates River, and a breathtaking array of trees, flowers, and shrubs. It's said that the gardens were so magnificent they seemed to float in the air, hence the name hanging. But here's where the mystery deepens. While these accounts are detailed, they were written centuries after the gardens were supposedly built, and no Babylonian records mention them. This has led some scholars to question whether the gardens were real or simply a romanticized legend. Adding to the intrigue, excavations in Babylon, located in modern-day Iraq, have failed to uncover any definitive evidence of the gardens. Some researchers argue that the gardens might have been located elsewhere, such as in the Assyrian city of Nineveh, where King Sennacherib built an elaborate garden system. Others suggest that the gardens were purely mythical, a symbol of Babylon's wealth and grandeur rather than an actual place. Despite the lack of physical proof, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon remain one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a testament to their enduring allure. They represent humanity's fascination with creating beauty and harmony in the natural world, even in the most unlikely places. Whether real or imagined, the gardens continue to inspire wonder and curiosity, reminding us that some mysteries are as much about the stories we tell as the truths we uncover. Next, we'll journey to the shores of North America to unravel the mystery of the lost Roanoke colony, a settlement that vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and speculation. Now, let's shift our focus to one of the most baffling disappearances in history, the lost colony of Roanoke. In the late 16th century, a group of English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina, to establish a new colony. But when a supply ship returned 3 years later, the entire settlement had vanished without a trace. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan carved into a wooden post. This single word has sparked centuries of speculation and debate about what really happened to the Roanoke colonists. One of the leading theories suggests that the settlers may have integrated with the local Croatoan tribe, a Native American group that lived nearby. The word Croatoan carved into the post could have been a message indicating their relocation. Some historians believe that the colonists, facing harsh conditions and dwindling supplies, sought help from the tribe and eventually assimilated into their community. This theory is supported by reports from later English explorers who claim to have encountered Native Americans with European features or knowledge of English customs. Another possibility is that the settlers faced a more tragic fate. The colony was established during a time of intense conflict between European settlers and Native American tribes, and some believe the colonists may have been attacked or killed. Others suggest that disease, starvation, or exposure to the elements could have wiped out the settlement. Without sufficient resources or support from England, the colonists may have simply been unable to survive in the unfamiliar and unforgiving environment. There's also the intriguing idea that the colonists attempted to sail back to England or relocate to another area but were lost at sea. This theory is less supported by evidence but remains a haunting possibility. The mystery of Roanoke is further complicated by the fact that no bodies or definitive signs of a struggle were ever found, leaving historians to piece together clues from limited and often conflicting accounts. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony remains one of America's oldest and most enduring mysteries. It's a story that captures the fragility of early colonial efforts and the challenges of survival in a new and often hostile world. Whether the settlers met a tragic end, found refuge with the Croatoan tribe, or vanished under other circumstances, their story continues to intrigue and inspire questions about the unknown chapters of history. Next, we'll explore another maritime mystery, the eerie tale of the Mary Celeste, a ship found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean with its crew mysteriously missing. Now, let's set sail into another haunting maritime mystery, the story of the Mary Celeste. In December 1872, this American merchant ship was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, completely intact but eerily empty. The crew of 10, along with the captain's wife and young daughter, had vanished without a trace. The ship's cargo, personal belongings, and even food supplies were untouched, leaving no obvious signs of a struggle or disaster. This baffling disappearance has sparked countless theories, each attempting to unravel what truly happened aboard the Mary Celeste. One of the most widely discussed theories suggests that the crew abandoned ship due to a sudden and catastrophic event, such as a waterspout or a rogue wave. These natural phenomena could have caused panic, leading the crew to believe the ship was sinking. In their haste, they might have boarded the lifeboat only to be lost at sea. However, this theory raises questions as the ship itself showed no significant damage and the lifeboat was missing, suggesting a deliberate departure rather than a chaotic escape. Another possibility is that the crew fell victim to foul play, such as piracy or mutiny. Pirates could have boarded the ship, forced the crew overboard, and then left the vessel adrift. Alternatively, tensions among the crew might have escalated into violence, resulting in a mutiny. Yet, there's little evidence to support these ideas. The ship's cargo of industrial alcohol was largely undisturbed, and no signs of a struggle were found, making piracy or mutiny seem unlikely. Some have proposed more unusual explanations, such as underwater earthquakes or methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor. These events could have created sudden, violent disturbances, terrifying the crew into abandoning ship. Another theory suggests that the crew might have been poisoned by contaminated food or water, leading to mass hysteria or death. However, these ideas remain speculative as no definitive proof has ever been found. The mystery of the Mary Celeste is further complicated by the fact that the ship's logbook, which could have provided crucial clues, ended abruptly 10 days before its discovery. The final entry offered no hints of distress or danger, leaving historians and investigators to piece together the puzzle with limited information. Over the years, the Mary Celeste has become a symbol of the unexplained, inspiring countless stories, books, and even conspiracy theories. What makes this mystery so enduring is the sheer lack of answers. Unlike other maritime disappearances, the Mary Celeste offers no clear evidence of what happened to its crew. It's a story that reminds us of the vast, unpredictable nature of the sea and the countless secrets it still holds. Whether the crew met a tragic end, fell victim to an unseen force, or vanished under circumstances we may never understand, the Mary Celeste remains one of history's most perplexing maritime mysteries. Next, we'll journey to the remote wilderness of Siberia to uncover the truth behind the Tunguska event, a massive explosion that shook the world in 1908. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most dramatic and mysterious events in modern history, the Tunguska event. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion rocked the remote wilderness of Siberia near the Tunguska River. The blast was so powerful that it flattened an estimated 80 million trees across an area of over 2,000 square kilometers. Witnesses reported seeing a bright light streaking across the sky, followed by a shockwave that knocked people off their feet and shattered windows hundreds of kilometers away. The event was so intense that it registered on seismic stations across Europe and Asia, and the resulting atmospheric pressure waves were detected as far away as Britain. Yet, despite its colossal impact, the Tunguska event remains shrouded in mystery, with no clear explanation for what caused it. The most widely accepted theory is that the explosion was caused by a meteoroid or comet entering Earth's atmosphere and disintegrating before it could hit the ground. Scientists estimate that the object was roughly 50 to 60 meters in diameter and exploded at an altitude of 5 to 10 kilometers above the surface. The force of the explosion is believed to have been equivalent to 10 to 15 megatons of TNT, making it over 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. This theory is supported by the lack of an impact crater and the pattern of tree fall, which radiates outward from a central point consistent with an airburst. However, no fragments of the object have ever been definitively identified, leaving some room for doubt. Another intriguing possibility is that the Tunguska event was caused by a natural gas explosion. Some researchers have suggested that a massive buildup of methane beneath the Earth's surface could have been ignited by a lightning strike or other natural phenomenon, resulting in a catastrophic blast. This theory attempts to explain the absence of meteorite fragments and the peculiar nature of the explosion. However, the sheer scale of the event and the lack of evidence for such a gas buildup in the region make this explanation less convincing to many scientists. Of course, no discussion of the Tunguska event would be complete without mentioning the more speculative theories. Some have proposed that the explosion was the result of a UFO crash or even a secret military experiment gone wrong. These ideas, while fascinating, lack any concrete evidence and are often dismissed by the scientific community. Still, they highlight the enduring fascination with the event and the human desire to find extraordinary explanations for extraordinary phenomena. The impact of the Tunguska event on the region was profound. The blast devastated the local ecosystem, leaving a scar on the landscape that is still visible today. The area remained largely uninhabited for decades, and it wasn't until the 1920s that the first scientific expedition reached the site. Even then, the remote location and harsh conditions made it difficult to study the event in detail. Over the years, researchers have continued to investigate the Tunguska event, using modern technology to analyze the site and search for clues. Yet, despite these efforts, the true cause of the explosion remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. What makes the Tunguska event so captivating is not just its sheer scale, but also the questions it raises about our understanding of the universe. It serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers posed by near-Earth objects and the importance of monitoring the skies for future threats. At the same time, it challenges us to consider the limits of our knowledge and the possibility that some mysteries may never be fully explained. Next, we'll delve into the tragic loss of one of the ancient world's greatest repositories of knowledge, the Library of Alexandria. Now, shifting our focus to another profound mystery, we come to the tragic tale of the lost Library of Alexandria. Often hailed as one of the greatest repositories of knowledge in the ancient world, the Library of Alexandria was a beacon of learning, housing countless scrolls and texts from across the globe. Its destruction remains one of history's most devastating losses, leaving scholars to wonder about the wealth of knowledge that vanished with it. The library was founded in the 3rd century before the Common Era, during the reign of Ptolemy II, in the bustling city of Alexandria, Egypt. It was part of a larger institution known as the Mausoleum, or Temple of the Muses, which served as a center for scholarship and intellectual exchange. At its peak, the library is said to have held hundreds of thousands of scrolls containing works on philosophy, science, literature, and more. Scholars from all over the ancient world flocked to Alexandria to study, debate, and contribute to its ever-growing collection. However, the fate of the library is shrouded in uncertainty. The most widely accepted account suggests that it was destroyed in a series of fires, the first of which occurred during Julius Caesar's siege of Alexandria in 48 before the Common Era. According to historical records, Caesar's forces set fire to enemy ships in the harbor, and the flames spread to parts of the city, including the library. While some scholars argue that only a portion of the collection was lost in this event, others believe it marked the beginning of the library's decline. Another theory points to the 4th century of the Common Era, when the Roman Emperor Theodosius I issued decrees targeting pagan institutions. Some historians suggest that the library, as a symbol of pagan learning, may have been targeted during this period of religious upheaval. Additionally, there are accounts of the library being damaged during the Arab conquest of Alexandria in the 7th century, though these claims are debated among scholars. The loss of the Library of Alexandria had a profound impact on human history. It is impossible to quantify the exact extent of the knowledge that was lost, but it is believed to have included works by some of the greatest minds of antiquity, such as Aristotle, Euclid, and Archimedes. The destruction of the library represents not just the loss of individual texts but the erasure of entire fields of study, setting back the progress of science, philosophy, and culture for centuries. What makes the story of the Library of Alexandria so compelling is the lingering question of what might have been. How different would our understanding of the ancient world be if its treasures had survived? The library's destruction serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of knowledge and the importance of preserving it for future generations. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of the past, the legacy of the Library of Alexandria remains a symbol of both human achievement and the vulnerability of our shared heritage. Next, we'll explore the enigmatic history of the Ark of the Covenant, a biblical artifact that has captivated imaginations for millennia. Turning our attention to another legendary mystery, we now delve into the story of the Ark of the Covenant, a sacred artifact that has fascinated historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters for centuries. Described in the Hebrew Bible as a gold-covered wooden chest, the Ark was said to house the stone tablets inscribed with the Ten Commandments given to Moses on Mount Sinai. But beyond its religious significance, the Ark is shrouded in tales of divine power and mystery, making it one of history's most intriguing enigmas. According to biblical accounts, the Ark was not just a container but a symbol of God's presence among the Israelites. It was believed to possess extraordinary powers, capable of parting rivers, toppling walls, and even striking down those who dared to touch it without reverence. Stories of its miraculous abilities have fueled countless legends, from its role in the fall of Jericho to its alleged use as a weapon in battle. But what happened to this revered artifact after its prominence in ancient texts? The answer remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of all time. The last definitive mention of the Ark in the Bible places it in the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem. However, after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in the 6th century before the Common Era, the Ark vanishes from historical records. This disappearance has sparked endless speculation and debate. Some believe it was destroyed during the Babylonian invasion, while others argue it was hidden to protect it from desecration. One popular theory suggests that the Ark was secretly transported to Ethiopia, where it is said to reside in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Axum. This claim, supported by Ethiopian tradition, has drawn pilgrims and researchers alike, though conclusive evidence remains elusive. Another theory proposes that the Ark was taken to Egypt, possibly hidden in a remote location to safeguard its sacred contents. Others speculate that it was buried beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, waiting to be rediscovered in modern times. The Knights Templar, a medieval Christian military order, have also been linked to the Ark's fate, with some suggesting they discovered and concealed it during their time in the Holy Land. Yet, despite numerous expeditions and investigations, no definitive proof of the Ark's location has ever been found. The enduring allure of the Ark of the Covenant lies not only in its religious and historical significance, but also in the tantalizing possibility that it still exists, waiting to be uncovered. Its story raises profound questions about faith, power, and the preservation of sacred knowledge. Whether it was destroyed, hidden, or lost to time, the Ark continues to captivate the imagination, inspiring countless searches and theories. As we ponder the fate of this ancient relic, we are reminded of the power of mystery to ignite curiosity and drive exploration. The Ark of the Covenant stands as a testament to humanity's enduring quest for meaning and connection to the divine. Next, we'll uncover the secrets of the Copper Scroll treasure, an ancient document that may hold the key to untold riches hidden for millennia. Now, let's shift our focus to another ancient enigma that has tantalized treasure hunters and historians alike, the Copper Scroll treasure. Unlike traditional scrolls made of parchment or papyrus, this unique artifact is crafted entirely from copper, making it one of the most unusual discoveries in the realm of ancient mysteries. Found in 1952 among the Dead Sea Scrolls near Qumran, the Copper Scroll stands out not only for its material but also for its cryptic contents. It is believed to be a treasure map of sorts, listing over 60 locations where vast amounts of gold, silver, and other precious items were supposedly hidden. The origins of the Copper Scroll remain a subject of debate. While most of the Dead Sea Scrolls are religious texts, this scroll is strikingly different, focusing solely on material wealth. Scholars suggest it may date back to the 1st century of the Common Era, a time of great turmoil in the region. Some believe the treasure described in the scroll belonged to the Jewish temple in Jerusalem, possibly hidden to protect it from Roman invaders. Others theorize it could be linked to the Essenes, a Jewish sect thought to have lived in Qumran, though this connection is far from certain. What makes the Copper Scroll particularly fascinating is its cryptic language. Written in a form of Hebrew that differs from the rest of the Dead Sea Scrolls, it describes the locations of the hidden treasures in a way that is both specific and maddeningly vague. For example, it mentions landmarks like the ruin that is in the valley or the pool of the fountain, but these references are nearly impossible to match with modern geography. This has led to countless attempts to decode the scroll, with researchers using everything from historical records to advanced technology to pinpoint the treasure's whereabouts. Yet, despite these efforts, no significant discoveries have been made. The challenges of decoding the Copper Scroll are compounded by its physical condition. Over time, the copper has corroded, making parts of the text illegible. Additionally, the scroll's cryptic instructions may have been intentionally designed to confuse anyone who wasn't part of the original group that hid the treasure. This has led some to speculate that the treasure, if it ever existed, may have already been recovered in antiquity, leaving the scroll as a tantalizing but ultimately unsolvable puzzle. The enduring mystery of the Copper Scroll lies not just in the potential wealth it describes, but in the questions it raises about its purpose and origins. Was it a genuine treasure map, or was it meant to serve a symbolic or religious function? Could the treasure still be out there, waiting to be found, or is it a relic of a bygone era forever lost to time? These questions continue to captivate researchers and adventurers, fueling expeditions and theories to this day. As we reflect on the Copper Scroll's enigmatic legacy, we're reminded of the timeless allure of hidden treasure and the human desire to uncover the secrets of the past. Next, we'll explore the Phaistos disk, another ancient artifact whose mysterious symbols have baffled scholars for over a century. Now, let's turn our attention to another ancient artifact that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for over a century, the Phaistos disk. Discovered in 1908 in the Minoan Palace of Phaistos on the island of Crete, this clay disk is unlike anything else from the ancient world. Measuring about 6 inches in diameter, the disk is covered on both sides with a spiral of stamped symbols, arranged in groups that seem to form some kind of text or message. Yet, despite decades of study, no one has been able to decipher its meaning, making it one of the most enduring mysteries of the ancient world. The symbols on the Phaistos disk are unique, with no clear connection to any known writing system. There are 45 distinct symbols, ranging from human figures and animals to abstract shapes, all carefully stamped into the clay. This has led to a wide range of theories about its purpose. Some scholars believe it could be a religious text, perhaps a hymn or a prayer, while others suggest it might be a form of ancient poetry or even a legal document. There are even more unconventional ideas, such as the possibility that it was an early form of a board game or a tool for teaching writing. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Phaistos disk is its method of production. Unlike most ancient texts which were written by hand, the symbols on the disk were created using stamps, making it one of the earliest examples of movable type in history. This has led some to speculate that the disk might represent a form of early printing, though no other examples of this technology have been found from the same time period. The precision and uniformity of the symbols suggest a high level of craftsmanship, raising questions about who created it and why. The context of its discovery adds another layer of mystery. The disc was found in a room that may have been part of a religious or administrative complex, but its exact purpose in that setting remains unclear. Some believe it was a sacred object, perhaps used in rituals or ceremonies, while others think it might have been a record-keeping tool, documenting important events or transactions. The lack of similar artifacts from the same period makes it difficult to draw definitive conclusions, leaving the disc's true purpose open to interpretation. Despite numerous attempts to decode the Phaistos disc, no one has succeeded in unlocking its secrets. Linguists, cryptographers, and even computer programs have tried to analyze the symbols, but without a key or a comparable text, progress has been slow. Some researchers believe the disc might represent a lost language or a unique script created for a specific purpose, while others argue that it could be a hoax, though this theory is widely disputed given the disc's age and the complexity of its design. The Phaistos disc continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike, not just for its undeciphered symbols but for what it represents, a glimpse into a world of ancient innovation and creativity. Whether it was a religious artifact, a game, or something entirely different, it stands as a testament to the ingenuity of the Minoan civilization and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we move forward, we'll explore the Plane of Jars, another ancient mystery that raises questions about the people who created it and the purpose behind their enigmatic work. Now, shifting our focus to Southeast Asia, we come across another ancient enigma that has baffled researchers for decades: the Plane of Jars. Located in the Xieng Quang province of Laos, this mysterious site is home to thousands of massive stone jars, some weighing several tons, scattered across the landscape. These jars, carved from solid rock, vary in size, with the largest standing over 9 feet tall. Their exact purpose remains a mystery, but they have sparked countless theories and debates among archaeologists and historians. The Plane of Jars is believed to date back to the Iron Age, around 500 to 2,000 years ago, though their precise origins are still unclear. The jars are often found in clusters, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, and are accompanied by stone discs that may have served as lids. One of the most widely accepted theories is that these jars were used as burial urns, holding the remains of the deceased. Excavations have uncovered human bones, pottery fragments, and other artifacts near the jars, supporting the idea that they played a role in ancient funerary practices. However, not all jars contain human remains, leaving room for alternative explanations. Another theory suggests that the jars were used for storing food, water, or even fermented beverages, possibly as part of communal rituals or ceremonies. The sheer size and number of the jars indicate that they were significant to the people who created them, but the lack of written records or clear cultural connections makes it difficult to determine their exact function. Some researchers have proposed that the jars were part of a larger network of trade or cultural exchange, while others believe they may have had a spiritual or symbolic purpose, perhaps linked to ancestor worship or other religious practices. The creation of these jars is another mystery in itself. Carved from sandstone, granite, and other types of rock, the jars required immense skill and effort to produce. How ancient people transported these massive stones and carved them with such precision remains a topic of debate. Some speculate that the jars were created using simple tools and techniques, while others suggest the possibility of more advanced methods that have since been lost to history. The absence of nearby quarries adds another layer of intrigue, raising questions about how the materials were sourced and transported. The Plane of Jars is not without its challenges for modern researchers. The area was heavily bombed during the Vietnam War, leaving behind unexploded ordnance that makes excavation and study dangerous. Despite these obstacles, ongoing efforts by archaeologists and international teams have shed some light on the site, though many questions remain unanswered. The jars continue to stand as silent witnesses to an ancient civilization, their purpose and meaning still shrouded in mystery. As we leave the Plane of Jars behind, we turn our attention to another remarkable ancient city, Petra, the lost city carved into the rose-red cliffs of Jordan. This architectural marvel holds its own set of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Now, let's journey to the heart of the Middle East, where the ancient city of Petra rises from the rose-red cliffs of Jordan. Known as the Lost City, Petra is a breathtaking archaeological wonder, carved directly into the sandstone mountains by the Nabateans, an industrious Arab civilization that thrived over 2,000 years ago. This city, hidden for centuries, is a testament to human ingenuity and artistry, but it also holds secrets that continue to intrigue historians and archaeologists to this day. Petra's most iconic structure, the Treasury or Al-Khosneh, is a masterpiece of rock-cut architecture. Its towering facade, adorned with intricate carvings and columns, was likely a royal tomb or a ceremonial site. But the Treasury is just one of many awe-inspiring structures in Petra. The city is filled with tombs, temples, and dwellings, all carved with remarkable precision into the vibrant red rock. The Nabateans were master engineers, creating an elaborate system of water channels and cisterns that allowed Petra to flourish in the arid desert. This advanced water management system not only sustained the city, but also enabled it to become a major hub for trade, connecting the Silk Road with the Arabian Peninsula and beyond. Despite its grandeur, Petra's decline remains a mystery. By the 7th century, the city had largely been abandoned, and its existence faded into legend. Some theories suggest that changes in trade routes, such as the rise of sea trade, diminished Petra's importance as a commercial center. Others point to natural disasters, such as earthquakes, which may have damaged the city's infrastructure. The exact reasons for its decline are still debated, but what is clear is that Petra's legacy endured, even as it was swallowed by time and forgotten by the outside world. Petra's rediscovery in the early 19th century by Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt brought it back into the global spotlight. Hidden within the rugged mountains, the city had been known only to local Bedouin tribes for centuries. Burckhardt's accounts of the lost city sparked worldwide fascination, and today Petra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Yet, even with modern exploration, many questions remain. What was the full extent of Petra's role in the ancient world? How did the Nabateans achieve such architectural feats without modern tools? And what other secrets might still lie buried beneath the sands? As we marvel at the beauty and mystery of Petra, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of even the greatest civilizations. The city's silent stone walls whisper stories of a bygone era, inviting us to uncover the truths they guard. Next, we venture to Turkey, where the ancient temple complex of Göbekli Tepe challenges our understanding of early human societies. Now, let's turn our attention to a site that rewrites the story of human history. Nestled in the rolling hills of southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe stands as one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries of our time. Dating back over 11,000 years, this ancient temple complex predates Stonehenge by more than 6,000 years and even the invention of agriculture. Its existence challenges everything we thought we knew about early human societies and their capabilities. Göbekli Tepe is a sprawling complex of massive stone pillars, arranged in circular formations and adorned with intricate carvings of animals, symbols, and abstract designs. These pillars, some weighing several tons, were meticulously carved and transported without the use of metal tools or even the wheel. The sheer scale and precision of the construction suggest a level of organization and skill that historians once believed was impossible for hunter-gatherer societies of that era. So, what was the purpose of this monumental site? Many researchers believe Göbekli Tepe served as a religious or ceremonial center, a place where early humans gathered to worship, perform rituals, or mark significant astronomical events. The carvings on the pillars, featuring animals like foxes, snakes, and birds, may have held symbolic or spiritual meaning. Some theories even suggest that the site was a gathering place for different tribes, fostering cooperation and cultural exchange long before the rise of permanent settlements. What makes Göbekli Tepe truly groundbreaking is its age. It was built at a time when humans were still nomadic, relying on hunting and gathering for survival. The construction of such a complex site would have required a large, coordinated workforce, suggesting that these early societies were far more advanced and organized than previously thought. This discovery has led some experts to propose that the development of religion and communal rituals may have been the driving force behind the transition to settled life, rather than agriculture, as was once widely believed. Despite decades of excavation, Göbekli Tepe continues to raise more questions than answers. Why was the site deliberately buried around 8,000 years ago, preserving it for millennia? What role did it play in the lives of the people who built it? And how did these early humans achieve such architectural feats without the tools or technology we associate with later civilizations? As we explore the mysteries of Göbekli Tepe, we are reminded that the story of human history is far more complex and fascinating than we ever imagined. This ancient temple complex not only challenges our understanding of the past, but also invites us to reconsider the origins of civilization itself. Next, we travel to the Indus Valley, where the enigmatic city of Mohenjo-Daro reveals another chapter in humanity's ancient legacy. Now let's journey to the heart of the Indus Valley, where the ancient city of Mohenjo-Daro offers a glimpse into one of the world's earliest urban civilizations. Flourishing around 4,500 years ago, Mohenjo-Daro was a marvel of its time, showcasing advanced urban planning, engineering, and a way of life that remains shrouded in mystery. This sprawling city, with its grid-like streets, sophisticated drainage systems, and multi-story buildings, stands as a testament to the ingenuity of its people. But what makes Mohenjo-Daro truly fascinating is not just its achievements, but the unanswered questions surrounding its sudden decline. The city's layout reveals a level of organization that rivals modern urban centers. Wide, straight streets intersected at right angles, dividing the city into neat blocks. Homes were built with baked bricks, many featuring private wells and bathrooms connected to an intricate network of underground drains. Public structures like the Great Bath suggest a society that valued communal spaces and possibly ritualistic practices. Yet, despite these advancements, the people of Mohenjo-Daro left behind no grand palaces, temples, or monuments to their rulers. This absence has led some to speculate that the city may have been governed by a collective leadership rather than a single king or elite class. One of the most enduring mysteries of Mohenjo-Daro is its sudden collapse. Around 3,900 years ago, the city was abandoned, and the reasons remain unclear. Some theories point to environmental factors, such as a shift in the course of the Indus River, which could have disrupted the city's water supply and agricultural productivity. Others suggest that climate change, including prolonged droughts, may have made the region uninhabitable. There are also theories of invasions or conflicts, though evidence of large-scale violence is scarce. The lack of definitive answers has fueled speculation, with some even proposing that a catastrophic event, like an earthquake or flood, sealed the city's fate. Equally intriguing is the culture of Mohenjo-Daro's inhabitants. The artifacts unearthed at the site, including pottery, jewelry, and small figurines, hint at a society with a rich artistic tradition. The famous dancing girl statue, for example, showcases the skill and creativity of its artisans. Yet, the Indus Valley script found on seals and tablets remains undeciphered, leaving much of their language, beliefs, and daily life a mystery. Were they a peaceful, egalitarian society, as some researchers suggest, or did they have a more complex social hierarchy? The absence of clear answers only deepens the allure of this ancient civilization. As we explore the ruins of Mohenjo-Daro, we are left with more questions than answers. What caused this advanced city to vanish so abruptly? What secrets lie hidden in its undeciphered script, and what can its rise and fall teach us about the fragility of even the most sophisticated societies? Mohenjo-daro reminds us that the past is not just a story of progress, but also of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring mysteries that connect us to our ancestors. Next, we venture to the windswept plains of France, where the Karnak stones stand as silent sentinels of another ancient enigma. Now, let's shift our gaze to the windswept plains of Brittany in France, where the Karnak stones stand as one of the most enigmatic ancient sites in the world. Stretching across the landscape are thousands of standing stones, arranged in rows that seem to stretch endlessly toward the horizon. These megaliths, some towering over 4 meters high, have puzzled historians, archaeologists, and visitors for centuries. Who placed them here and why? The answers remain as elusive as the stones themselves. The Karnak stones are divided into several major alignments, with the most famous being the Voynich, Kermario, and Kerleskan groups. Together, they form a staggering network of over 3,000 stones, arranged in parallel rows that span several kilometers. The precision of their placement is astonishing, with some rows running perfectly straight for hundreds of meters. This level of organization suggests a purpose far beyond mere decoration or random placement. But what that purpose was, we can only speculate. One of the leading theories is that the Karnak stones served as an astronomical observatory or calendar. The alignment of the stones corresponds with the movements of the sun and moon, leading some researchers to believe they were used to track celestial events. This would have been invaluable for an ancient society dependent on agriculture, allowing them to predict seasons and plan their planting and harvesting cycles. The stones may have also marked significant solar or lunar events, such as solstices or equinoxes, turning the site into a sacred space for rituals and ceremonies. Another compelling theory ties the stones to religious or spiritual practices. The sheer scale and effort required to erect these megaliths suggest they held immense cultural or spiritual significance. Some believe the stones were part of a larger ritual landscape, possibly linked to ancestor worship or the veneration of natural forces. The alignment of the stones could have been intended to channel or harness spiritual energy, creating a connection between the earth and the heavens. Yet, without written records or clear archaeological evidence, these ideas remain speculative. The mystery deepens when we consider how the stones were transported and erected. Each megalith weighs several tons, and the nearest source of the stone is kilometers away. How did an ancient society without modern tools or machinery manage such a feat? Some suggest the use of wooden sledges, ropes, and sheer manpower, while others propose more ingenious methods such as leveraging water or ice to move the stones. The effort required would have been monumental, hinting at a society with a strong communal spirit and a shared vision. Adding to the intrigue is the question of why the stones were aligned in such a specific manner. Were they meant to guide travelers, mark territorial boundaries, or serve as a form of ancient communication? Some researchers have even suggested that the alignments could represent a map of the stars or a symbolic representation of the cosmos. The possibilities are as vast as the rows of stones themselves. As we stand among the Karnak stones, we are reminded of the ingenuity and determination of our ancestors. These silent sentinels have weathered thousands of years, yet their secrets remain locked in time. Were they a celestial calendar, a sacred site, or something entirely different? The Karnak stones challenge us to look beyond the obvious and consider the profound connections between humanity, nature, and the cosmos. Next, we journey to the Longyu Caves in China, where another ancient mystery awaits. Now, let's venture into the heart of China, where the Longyu Caves present yet another astonishing ancient mystery. Carved deep into the sandstone hills of Zhejiang province, these massive underground chambers are a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Discovered in 1992 by a local farmer, The caves have since captivated researchers and visitors alike with their sheer scale and precision. But who created them and why? The answers remain as elusive as the shadows that dance across their walls. The Longyu Caves consist of 24 man-made caverns, each meticulously carved with walls, ceilings, and pillars that display remarkable craftsmanship. The largest of these caves spans an area of over 1,000 square meters, with ceilings reaching heights of up to 30 meters. What's truly astounding is the uniformity of the chisel marks that cover every surface, suggesting a level of planning and skill that defies expectations for an ancient society. The precision of the carvings, combined with the sheer volume of rock removed estimated at nearly 1 million cubic meters, raises questions about the tools and techniques used. How did an ancient civilization achieve such a feat without modern machinery? One of the most intriguing aspects of the Longyu Caves is their purpose. Unlike other ancient sites, there are no inscriptions, artifacts, or historical records to shed light on why they were created. Some researchers believe the caves served as a hidden refuge or storage facility, possibly for a royal family or military group. Others propose they were part of a grand ceremonial complex used for rituals or religious gatherings. The symmetrical design and the presence of large, open spaces within the caves lend credence to this theory, but without concrete evidence, it remains speculative. Another theory suggests the caves were part of an ambitious mining operation. The sandstone in the region contains high levels of iron, leading some to speculate that the caves were dug to extract this valuable resource. However, the lack of mining tools or evidence of ore processing complicates this idea. Additionally, the intricate carvings and architectural features seem to go beyond what would be necessary for a simple mining site, pointing to a more complex purpose. The construction of the Longyu Caves is another puzzle. The walls and ceilings are adorned with parallel chisel marks spaced at regular intervals, indicating a highly organized and systematic approach. Some experts believe the builders used a grid system to ensure uniformity, while others suggest the marks were part of a decorative or symbolic design. The absence of debris or waste material from the excavation process adds another layer of mystery. Where did all the removed rock go? Some theorize it was used to construct nearby structures, but no evidence has been found to confirm this. Adding to the enigma is the question of how the caves have remained intact for so long. Despite being carved into relatively soft sandstone, the structures show no signs of collapse or significant erosion. This has led some to speculate that the builders possessed advanced knowledge of engineering and geology, allowing them to create a stable and enduring underground complex. Yet, without records or artifacts, we can only marvel at their achievement and wonder about the civilization behind it. As we explore the Longyu Caves, we are reminded of the boundless creativity and resourcefulness of ancient societies. These silent chambers hidden beneath the earth challenge our understanding of history and technology. Were they a sanctuary, a ceremonial site, or something entirely different? The Longyu Caves invite us to ponder the mysteries of the past and the enduring legacy of human ingenuity. Next, we turn our attention to the Paracas Candelabra, a massive geoglyph etched into the Peruvian desert where another ancient mystery awaits. Now, shifting our gaze to the sun-drenched coast of Peru, we encounter the Paracas Candelabra, a massive geoglyph etched into the side of a sandy hill overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Stretching nearly 200 meters in length, this enigmatic figure resembles a three-pronged candlestick, its precise lines and curves visible from miles away. But what was its purpose and who created this striking symbol in the desert? The Paracas Candelabra stands as a testament to the ingenuity of ancient cultures, yet its true meaning remains shrouded in mystery. One of the most compelling theories about the Paracas Candelabra is that it served as a navigational aid for ancient sailors. Positioned prominently on a hillside, the geoglyph would have been visible from the sea, guiding ships along the coastline. Some researchers suggest it may have marked a safe harbor or a significant trade route, helping mariners navigate the treacherous waters of the Pacific. The precision of its design, with its straight lines and symmetrical branches, supports the idea that it was created with a practical purpose in mind. But why go to such lengths to carve a symbol into the earth, rather than simply using natural landmarks? Another theory proposes that the Paracas candelabra held religious or ceremonial significance. The Paracas culture, known for its intricate textiles and elaborate burial practices, may have created the geoglyph as a tribute to their gods or as part of a ritualistic landscape. The candelabra shape itself has been linked to the trident, a symbol often associated with deities in various ancient cultures. Some even speculate that it represents a sacred plant or a cosmic tree connecting the earth to the heavens. Without written records or artifacts directly tied to the geoglyph, however, these interpretations remain speculative. The method of its creation is another puzzle. Unlike the Nazca Lines, which were made by removing dark surface stones to reveal lighter soil beneath, the Paracas candelabra was carved into the hillside by digging trenches up to 2 meters deep. The sheer scale of the project suggests a highly organized effort requiring significant labor and resources. Yet, the tools and techniques used by the Paracas people to achieve such precision remain unknown. How did they maintain the symmetry and alignment of the design over such a vast area? And why has the geoglyph endured for centuries, resisting erosion and the passage of time? Adding to the intrigue is the question of how the Paracas candelabra relates to other geoglyphs in the region, particularly the Nazca Lines located further south. While the two sites are separated by distance and time, some researchers believe they may share a common cultural or symbolic thread. Could the Paracas candelabra have served as a precursor to the Nazca Lines, or were they part of a larger network of geoglyphs with interconnected meanings? The answers remain as elusive as the winds that sweep across the Peruvian desert. As we stand before the Paracas candelabra, we are reminded of the profound connection between ancient cultures and the landscapes they inhabited. This massive geoglyph, etched into the earth with care and precision, invites us to ponder the mysteries of its creation and purpose. Was it a beacon for sailors, a sacred symbol, or something entirely different? The Paracas candelabra continues to captivate and inspire, a silent witness to the creativity and spirituality of the ancient world. Next, we journey to England, where the Uffington White Horse gallops across the chalk hills, carrying with it another layer of ancient mystery. Now, let's travel across the globe to the rolling hills of England, where the Uffington White Horse gallops silently across the landscape. This ancient chalk figure, carved into the side of a steep hill, has stood the test of time for over 3,000 years. Stretching nearly 110 meters in length, the horse's sleek, abstract form is a striking sight, visible from miles away. But what was its purpose, and how has it survived for so long? The Uffington White Horse is a masterpiece of ancient artistry, yet its true meaning remains as enigmatic as the people who created it. One of the most widely accepted theories is that the Uffington White Horse served as a tribal symbol, representing a powerful clan or community that once inhabited the region. The horse was a revered animal in ancient Britain, often associated with strength, speed, and nobility. By carving this figure into the hillside, the creators may have been asserting their identity or marking their territory. Some historians suggest it could have been a tribute to a local deity or a symbol of unity for the people who lived nearby. The horse's dynamic, almost leaping posture adds to the sense of vitality and pride it may have conveyed. Another intriguing possibility is that the Uffington White Horse functioned as an astronomical marker. The figure is aligned in such a way that it may have been used to track the movement of the sun or stars, serving as a calendar or a guide for seasonal rituals. The nearby Uffington Castle, an Iron Age hill fort, and the ancient burial mounds in the area suggest that this landscape held significant spiritual and ceremonial importance. Could the horse have been part of a larger ritual complex connecting the heavens to the earth? The alignment of the figure with celestial events continues to spark debate among researchers. The method of its creation is equally fascinating. The Uffington White Horse was made by cutting deep trenches into the hillside and filling them with crushed chalk, creating a stark white figure against the green grass. This technique required not only skill but also a deep understanding of the landscape and its materials. The horse's abstract, almost modern design is unlike any other chalk figure in England, raising questions about the artistic vision of its creators. How did they achieve such precision without the tools and technology we have today? And why did they choose this particular hillside for their work? Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of the Uffington White Horse is its preservation. Unlike other chalk figures that fade over time, the Uffington Horse has been meticulously maintained for centuries. Local communities have traditionally held ceremonies to scour the figure, clearing away vegetation and replenishing the chalk to keep it visible. This tradition speaks to the enduring significance of the horse, not just as an ancient artifact but as a living symbol of cultural heritage. How did this tradition begin, and why has it persisted for so long? The answers lie in the deep connection between the people and the land. As we gaze upon the Uffington White Horse, we are reminded of the power of symbols to transcend time. This ancient figure, etched into the earth with care and purpose, invites us to ponder the mysteries of its creation and meaning. Was it a tribal emblem, an astronomical guide, or something more? The Uffington White Horse continues to gallop through history, a silent witness to the creativity and spirituality of the ancient world. Next, we journey to Peru, where the Sacsayhuaman walls stand as a testament to the ingenuity of the Inca civilization. Now, let's turn our attention to the towering marvels of the Inca civilization, the Sacsayhuaman walls in Peru. These massive stone structures, perched high above the city of Cusco, are a breathtaking testament to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Inca builders. The walls, constructed from enormous limestone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, fit together with such precision that not even a sheet of paper can slide between them. How did the Inca achieve this level of craftsmanship without modern tools or machinery? The answer remains one of history's most enduring puzzles. The purpose of the Sacsayhuaman walls has long been a subject of debate. Some historians believe they served as a military fortress designed to protect the Inca capital from invaders. The walls' zigzagging pattern and sheer height would have made them a formidable defensive structure. Others argue that Sacsayhuaman was a ceremonial site used for religious rituals and gatherings. The site's alignment with celestial events such as the solstices supports this theory, suggesting a connection between the walls and the Incas' spiritual beliefs. Could Sacsayhuaman have been both a fortress and a sacred space? The duality of its purpose adds to its mystique. The construction of the walls is where the true mystery lies. The Inca used a technique known as ashlar masonry, where stones are cut to fit together perfectly without mortar. Each block was meticulously shaped and polished, a process that would have required incredible precision and patience. Some blocks are so large and irregularly shaped that it's difficult to imagine how they were transported and lifted into place. Theories range from the use of ramps and levers to the involvement of advanced knowledge of engineering and physics. Yet, no definitive explanation has been found, leaving us to marvel at the skill and determination of the Inca builders. Another fascinating aspect of the Sacsayhuaman walls is their resilience. Despite centuries of earthquakes, the walls remain largely intact, a testament to their ingenious design. The interlocking stones and slight inward tilt of the walls have allowed them to withstand the test of time. This durability raises questions about the Incas' understanding of seismic activity and their ability to construct structures that could endure such forces. Were they guided by trial and error, or did they possess knowledge that has since been lost? The Sacsayhuaman walls are more than just an architectural wonder. they are a symbol of the Incas' connection to their environment and their gods. The site's location, high above Cusco, offers panoramic views of the surrounding landscape, reinforcing its significance as a place of power and spirituality. The wall's precise construction and alignment with the natural world suggest a deep reverence for the forces of nature and the cosmos. What secrets do these stones hold about the Incas' worldview and their relationship with the earth and sky? As we stand before the Sacsayhuaman walls, we are reminded of the incredible achievements of the Inca civilization. These massive stones, carefully fitted together without mortar, challenge our understanding of ancient engineering and inspire awe in all who see them. Were they a fortress, a temple, or both? How did the Inca achieve such precision without modern tools? The Sacsayhuaman walls continue to stand as a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring mysteries of the past. Next, we venture beneath the waves off the coast of Japan, where the Yonaguni Monument awaits, shrouded in mystery and debate. Now, let's dive into the depths of the Pacific Ocean, where the enigmatic Yonaguni Monument lies submerged off the coast of Japan. Discovered in the late 1980s by a local diver, this massive underwater structure has sparked intense debate among scientists, historians, and enthusiasts alike. The monument, composed of towering stone terraces, sharp edges, and what appear to be carved steps, stretches over an area roughly the size of a football field. Its striking features have led many to wonder, is this a natural geological formation, or could it be the remnants of an ancient, lost civilization? One of the most compelling arguments for the Yonaguni Monument being man-made is its precise geometric design. The structure features flat surfaces, right angles, and what look like staircases, elements that seem too deliberate to be the result of natural erosion. Proponents of this theory suggest that the monument could be part of an ancient city, possibly linked to the mythical lost continent of Mu or a prehistoric culture that thrived before rising sea levels submerged their world. The idea of an advanced civilization capable of such feats thousands of years ago is both thrilling and controversial, challenging our understanding of human history. On the other hand, many geologists argue that the Yonaguni Monument is a natural formation, shaped by the powerful forces of ocean currents, tectonic activity, and erosion over millions of years. They point to similar rock formations found elsewhere in the world, created by natural processes without human intervention. The unique underwater environment, with its strong currents and coral growth, could have contributed to the monument's striking appearance. While this explanation is plausible, it doesn't entirely account for the structure's seemingly deliberate features, leaving room for speculation. Adding to the mystery is the monument's location near the Yonaguni Island, an area known for its rich marine life and strong underwater currents. Some researchers believe that the site could have been a ceremonial or religious center, possibly aligned with celestial events or used for rituals by an ancient coastal society. Others suggest it might have served a practical purpose, such as a quarry or a docking site for boats. The lack of definitive evidence, however, means that these theories remain speculative, fueling the ongoing debate. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Yonaguni Monument is its age. If it is indeed man-made, it could date back to a time when sea levels were significantly lower, possibly around 10,000 years ago. This would place its construction in a period long before the rise of known advanced civilizations, raising questions about who built it and why. Could it be evidence of a forgotten chapter in human history, or simply a remarkable quirk of nature? The answer remains elusive, but the monument continues to captivate those who study it. As we explore the Yonaguni Monument, we are reminded of the vast mysteries that lie beneath the ocean's surface. Whether it is a natural wonder or a relic of an ancient civilization, the monument challenges our understanding of the past and invites us to consider the possibilities of what might have been. Its enigmatic presence serves as a reminder that there is still much to discover about our world and the civilizations that came before us. Next, we journey to Lebanon, where the massive Baalbek stones await, shrouded in their own ancient mysteries. Now, shifting our focus to the rugged landscapes of Lebanon, we encounter the awe-inspiring Baalbek stones, a marvel of ancient engineering that continues to baffle historians and archaeologists alike. Nestled in the Bekaa Valley, the site of Baalbek is home to some of the largest stone blocks ever quarried and moved by human hands. Among these is the famous stone of the pregnant woman, a colossal block weighing an estimated 1,200 tons. To put that into perspective, that's heavier than 3 fully loaded Boeing 747 airplanes. The sheer size and precision of these stones raise one of the most enduring questions in archaeology. How did an ancient civilization manage to transport and position such massive blocks without the aid of modern machinery? The Baalbek stones are part of a larger temple complex dedicated to the Roman god Jupiter, built during the Roman Empire's reign. However, the origins of these stones may predate the Romans, with some researchers suggesting they were part of an earlier, possibly pre-Roman, structure. The precision with which these stones were cut and fitted together is nothing short of extraordinary. The joints between the blocks are so tight that not even a razor blade can slide between them, a testament to the advanced engineering skills of their creators. This level of craftsmanship has led some to speculate that the builders possessed knowledge or technology that has since been lost to history. One of the most perplexing aspects of the Baalbek stones is how they were transported from the quarry to the construction site, a distance of nearly 1 kilometer. The stone of the pregnant woman, for instance, was quarried from a site uphill, making its transportation even more challenging. Theories abound about the methods used, ranging from the use of wooden rollers and sledges to more elaborate systems involving levers, pulleys, and even water lubrication to reduce friction. Some have even proposed that the stones were moved using a combination of manpower and ingenious engineering techniques, possibly involving hundreds or even thousands of workers. Yet, despite these theories, the exact methods remain a mystery, leaving us to marvel at the ingenuity of the ancient builders. Adding to the intrigue is the question of why such massive stones were used in the first place. Some scholars believe that the size of the blocks was intended to convey the power and grandeur of the Roman Empire, serving as a symbol of its dominance and technological prowess. Others suggest that the stones may have had a religious or ceremonial significance, possibly linked to the worship of Jupiter or other deities. The sheer scale of the project also hints at the possibility of a highly organized society with access to significant resources and labor, raising questions about the social and political structures of the time. The Baalbek stones are not just a testament to ancient engineering, they are also a reminder of the enduring mysteries of human history. How did a civilization without modern technology achieve such feats? What drove them to undertake such monumental projects, and what secrets might these stones still hold about the people who built them? As we stand before these towering blocks, we are reminded of the ingenuity and ambition of our ancestors and the countless stories that remain untold. Next, we turn our attention to the Olmec colossal heads, another ancient marvel that continues to captivate and mystify. Now, let's journey across the globe to the lush jungles of ancient Mexico, where the Olmec civilization left behind one of the most striking and enigmatic legacies, the colossal heads. These massive stone sculptures, carved from single blocks of basalt, stand as silent sentinels of a culture that thrived over 3,000 years ago. Ranging in height from 1.5 to 3.5 meters and weighing several tons each, these heads are not only a testament to the Olmec's artistic skill, but also a source of enduring mystery. The most widely accepted theory is that the colossal heads depict powerful Olmec rulers, each one a portrait of an individual leader. The distinct facial features, from broad noses to full lips and unique headdresses, suggest that these were not generic representations but personalized likenesses. Some researchers believe the headdresses, often adorned with intricate designs, may have symbolized the ruler's authority or connection to the divine. This theory aligns with the idea that the Olmecs viewed their leaders as intermediaries between the human and spiritual worlds, making these sculptures both political and religious symbols. But the mystery deepens when we consider how these massive heads were created. The basalt used to carve them was quarried from the Tuxtla Mountains, located dozens of kilometers away from the Olmec heartland. Transporting these enormous stones through dense jungle terrain without the use of wheels or draft animals would have been a monumental task. Some speculate that the Olmecs used a combination of log rollers, sledges, and human labor to move the stones, while others suggest they may have floated them on rafts along rivers. Yet the exact methods remain unclear, leaving us to wonder at the ingenuity and determination of the Olmec people. Another intriguing aspect is the purpose behind these sculptures. While the ruler theory is widely accepted, some scholars propose alternative interpretations. Could the heads have served as markers for sacred spaces or territorial boundaries? Or were they part of a larger ceremonial complex, perhaps used in rituals to honor ancestors or deities? The lack of written records from the Olmec civilization makes it difficult to say for certain, adding to the allure of these ancient artifacts. Adding to the enigma is the question of why the Olmecs chose to create such massive sculptures in the first place. The sheer scale of the heads suggests a society with significant resources and a highly organized labor force. Some believe the heads were meant to inspire awe and reinforce the power of the ruling class, while others think they may have been part of a broader cultural or religious tradition that emphasized the importance of monumental art. Whatever their purpose, the colossal heads stand as a powerful reminder of the Olmecs' creativity and ambition. As we contemplate these ancient sculptures, we're left with more questions than answers. Who were the individuals depicted in these heads? What stories did they carry, and what messages were they meant to convey? And how did the Olmecs, a civilization often considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica, achieve such remarkable feats of artistry and engineering? The colossal heads remain one of the most captivating mysteries of the ancient world, inviting us to explore the rich and complex history of a civilization that continues to fascinate us today. Next, we'll uncover the secrets of the Tassili Enaja cave paintings, another ancient wonder that offers a glimpse into humanity's distant past. Now, let's shift our gaze to the vast, sun-scorched landscapes of the Sahara Desert, where the Tassili Enaja Plateau rises like a natural fortress. Here, hidden within its labyrinth of caves and rock shelters, lies one of the most extraordinary collections of prehistoric art in the world, the Tassili Enaja cave paintings. These ancient masterpieces, dating back as far as 12,000 years, offer a vivid window into a time when the Sahara was not a desert but a lush green paradise teeming with life. The paintings, numbering in the thousands, depict a stunning array of subjects, from herds of grazing animals like giraffes, elephants, and antelopes to scenes of human activity, including hunting, dancing, and communal gatherings. The art captures the daily life and spiritual world of the people who once thrived here. Some of the most striking images show figures adorned with elaborate headdresses and masks, suggesting rituals or ceremonies that may have held deep cultural significance. These depictions hint at a society rich in symbolism and tradition, where art was not merely decorative but a vital part of their identity. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Tassili Enaja paintings is their portrayal of what some researchers believe to be extraterrestrial or otherworldly beings. Among the more enigmatic figures are those with round, helmet-like heads and elongated bodies, often referred to as the great gods of Tassili. These mysterious images have sparked debates about their meaning. Were they representations of deities, ancestors, or even visitors from beyond our world? While some argue these figures are symbolic or mythological, others see them as evidence of ancient encounters with extraterrestrial life. The truth remains elusive, adding another layer of intrigue to this ancient site. The purpose of these paintings is another enduring mystery. Were they created as a form of storytelling, preserving the history and myths of the people who lived here? Or were they part of religious or shamanistic practices, perhaps used in rituals to communicate with the spirit world? Some scholars suggest the art may have served as a way to mark territory or record important events, such as migrations or climatic changes. The diversity of themes and styles across the site suggests that the paintings may have had multiple functions, evolving over thousands of years as the culture and environment changed. Equally puzzling is the identity of the artists themselves. The Tassili Enaja region was inhabited by various groups over millennia, from early hunter-gatherers to later pastoralists. The art reflects this cultural evolution, with earlier works focusing on wildlife and later ones emphasizing human figures and abstract designs. Yet, without written records, we can only speculate about the lives and beliefs of these ancient creators. What drove them to paint these images, and what messages were they trying to convey? The answers remain hidden in the sands of time. As we marvel at these ancient paintings, we're reminded of the enduring power of art to connect us with our past. The Tassili Enaja cave paintings are not just relics of a bygone era. They are a testament to the creativity, resilience, and spiritual depth of the people who once called this place home. They invite us to imagine a world vastly different from our own, yet one that resonates with the universal human desire to express, to remember, and to understand. Next, we'll turn our attention to the perfectly round stone spheres of Costa Rica, another ancient mystery that continues to baffle researchers and captivate the imagination. Now, let's journey from the sun-baked caves of the Sahara to the lush jungles of Costa Rica, where another ancient mystery lies hidden beneath the dense foliage, the stone spheres of Costa Rica. These perfectly round stone orbs, some as large as 6 feet in diameter and weighing several tons, have puzzled archaeologists and historians for decades. Scattered across the Diquis Delta and other regions of southern Costa Rica, these spheres are a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the pre-Columbian cultures that created them. The first thing that strikes you about these spheres is their near-perfect roundness. How did ancient artisans, without the aid of modern tools or technology, achieve such precision? The stones, made primarily of gabbro, a type of volcanic rock, were carefully shaped using smaller stones as tools. The process would have required immense patience, skill, and an understanding of geometry. Yet, the exact methods used to create these spheres remain a mystery. Some researchers suggest that the artisans may have used a combination of heating and cooling techniques to shape the rock, while others propose that they relied on meticulous chipping and grinding over long periods. But why were these spheres created in the first place? Theories about their purpose are as varied as the spheres themselves. One popular idea is that they served as astronomical markers, aligning with celestial bodies to track seasons or significant astronomical events. This theory is supported by the fact that some spheres are found in arrangements that seem to mirror constellations or solstice points. Others believe the spheres held cultural or spiritual significance, perhaps representing celestial bodies, deities, or even symbols of power and status within the community. Some spheres have been found near burial sites, leading to speculation that they may have been used in funerary rituals or as markers for important individuals. Another intriguing aspect of the stone spheres is their connection to the ancient Diquis culture, which flourished in the region between 700 and 1500 years ago. The Diquis people were skilled artisans and builders, known for their intricate goldwork and pottery. Yet, despite their advanced craftsmanship, little is known about their society or the role these spheres played in their daily lives. Were they purely decorative, or did they serve a practical function? Some researchers suggest they may have been used as territorial markers, indicating boundaries between different groups or settlements. Others propose they were part of a larger ceremonial complex, used in rituals or communal gatherings. The mystery deepens when we consider how these massive spheres were transported. Many of them were found far from the quarries where the stone was sourced, raising questions about how they were moved across such distances. Without the use of wheels or large animals, the Dikwi's people would have had to rely on human labor, possibly using logs or ropes to roll the spheres to their final locations. The sheer effort required to transport these stones speaks to their importance within the culture, but the exact reasons for their creation and placement remain shrouded in uncertainty. Today, the stone spheres of Costa Rica are recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for their cultural and historical significance. Yet, despite decades of study, they continue to challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations. Were they tools for understanding the cosmos, symbols of spiritual beliefs, or markers of social hierarchy? Each theory offers a glimpse into the minds of the people who created them, but the full story remains just out of reach. As we ponder these enigmatic spheres, we're reminded of the enduring allure of ancient mysteries. They invite us to explore not just the artifacts themselves, but the lives and beliefs of the people who left them behind. Next, we'll step into the shadowy depths of the Lascaux Caves, where prehistoric art offers another fascinating glimpse into humanity's distant past. Now, let's step into the shadowy depths of the Lascaux Caves, where the walls come alive with some of the most breathtaking examples of prehistoric art ever discovered. Nestled in the Dordogne region of southwestern France, these caves are home to over 600 paintings and nearly 1,500 engravings created by our ancient ancestors over 17,000 years ago. The artwork depicting animals like horses, bison, and deer is not only a testament to early human creativity, but also a window into the minds and lives of those who lived during the Upper Paleolithic period. The first thing that strikes you about the Lascaux paintings is their incredible detail and vibrancy. Despite the passage of millennia, the colors remain remarkably vivid, thanks to the natural pigments used by the artists. They mixed minerals like iron oxide for red and manganese for black with animal fat or plant extracts to create a durable paint. The artists then applied these pigments using brushes made from animal hair, their fingers, or even by blowing the paint through hollow bones. The result is a stunning array of lifelike animals, some of which appear to be in motion, as if frozen in time on the cave walls. But what was the purpose of these paintings? Why did early humans venture deep into the darkness of these caves to create such intricate artwork? One of the most widely accepted theories is that the paintings held spiritual or religious significance. Some researchers believe the caves served as sacred spaces where rituals were performed to ensure successful hunts or to honor the animals that sustained the community. The animals depicted on the walls may have been seen as powerful spirits or deities, and the act of painting them could have been a way to connect with or appease these forces. Others suggest the paintings were part of initiation rites, marking the transition from childhood to adulthood within the tribe. Another intriguing theory is that the Lascaux paintings were a form of storytelling. The arrangement of the animals, their poses, and the way they interact with one another could represent narratives about hunts, migrations, or even myths passed down through generations. Some researchers have noted that certain animals appear to be grouped in ways that suggest seasonal patterns or specific events, hinting at a deeper symbolic meaning. Could these paintings be an early form of visual communication, a way for our ancestors to share knowledge and experiences with one another? The mystery of how these paintings have survived for so long is equally fascinating. The Lascaux caves were sealed off for thousands of years, creating a stable environment that protected the artwork from the elements. However, when the caves were discovered in 1940 by a group of teenagers, the sudden influx of visitors brought new challenges. The introduction of artificial light, changes in humidity, and the presence of carbon dioxide from human breath began to damage the delicate paintings. In response, the caves were closed to the public in 1963, and a replica known as Lascaux II was created to allow visitors to experience the artwork without harming the originals. Today, the Lascaux Caves remain one of the most important archaeological sites in the world, offering invaluable insights into the lives and beliefs of our ancient ancestors. Yet, despite decades of study, many questions remain unanswered. What inspired these early artists to create such detailed and expressive works? Were the caves a place of worship, a canvas for storytelling, or something else entirely? Each theory brings us closer to understanding the minds of the people who painted these walls, but the full story remains just out of reach. As we marvel at the artistry and mystery of the Lascaux paintings, we're reminded of the enduring power of human creativity. These ancient images, hidden deep within the earth, continue to captivate and inspire us, bridging the gap between our modern world and the distant past. Next, we'll turn our attention to the enigmatic Rapa Nui Rongorongo script, a mysterious writing system that has puzzled scholars for centuries. Now, let's journey to the remote shores of Easter Island, where the enigmatic Rapa Nui Rongorongo script continues to baffle researchers and historians alike. Carved into wooden tablets, this intricate system of glyphs is one of the few examples of writing found in Polynesia. And yet, despite decades of study, its meaning remains a tantalizing mystery. The Rongorongo script, with its rows of finely etched symbols resembling humans, animals, and abstract shapes, is a puzzle that has resisted all attempts at translation, leaving us to wonder what secrets it might hold. The origins of the Rongorongo script are as mysterious as its content. Some scholars believe it was developed independently by the Rapa Nui people, while others suggest it may have been influenced by contact with European explorers in the 18th century. The script first came to the attention of the outside world in the 1860s, when missionaries and explorers discovered the wooden tablets. However, by that time, much of the knowledge about the script had already been lost, as the Rapa Nui population had been devastated by disease, slave raids, and social upheaval. Today, only 26 Rongorongo tablets survive, each one a fragile relic of a lost tradition. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Rongorongo script is its potential purpose. Some researchers believe it was used to record genealogies, keeping track of family lineages and the island's history. Others argue that it served a religious or ceremonial function, perhaps as a way to preserve sacred chants, prayers, or myths. The glyphs themselves, with their intricate patterns and recurring motifs, suggest a complex system of communication, but without a key to decode them, their true meaning remains elusive. Could the Rongorongo script be a form of poetry, a collection of proverbs, or even a record of astronomical observations? The possibilities are as endless as they are fascinating. The mystery deepens when we consider how the script was created and used. The wooden tablets are made from the wood of the Toromero tree, which was once abundant on Easter Island but is now extinct. The glyphs were carved using sharp tools, likely made from obsidian or shark teeth, and the precision of the work suggests a high level of skill and artistry. Some tablets appear to have been used repeatedly, with new glyphs carved over older ones, hinting at a dynamic and evolving system of writing. Yet, despite the care and effort that went into creating these tablets, we still don't know how they were read or who was entrusted with the knowledge to interpret them. Efforts to decipher the Rongorongo script have been ongoing for over a century, but progress has been slow. Unlike other ancient scripts such as Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, there is no Rosetta Stone for Rongorongo, no bilingual text or key to unlock its secrets. Some researchers have attempted to link the glyphs to the Rapa Nui language, but without a clear understanding of how the symbols correspond to spoken words, these efforts have yielded only partial and speculative results. The script's unique structure, which alternates between left to right and right to left lines, adds another layer of complexity, making it even harder to decode. The Rongorongo script is more than just an unsolved puzzle. It's a window into the culture and intellect of the Rapa Nui people. It challenges our assumptions about the development of writing and reminds us that there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered. As we ponder the meaning of these ancient glyphs, we're reminded of the resilience and creativity of the human spirit, even in the face of isolation and adversity. Next, we'll explore the rise and fall of the Teotihuacan civilization, a city of pyramids and mysteries that once dominated ancient Mexico. Now, let's turn our attention to the sprawling ruins of Teotihuacan, an ancient city in Mexico that once stood as one of the largest and most influential urban centers in the Americas. Known as the City of the Gods, Teotihuacan flourished between the 1st and 7th centuries, leaving behind a legacy of monumental architecture and enduring mysteries. At its peak, this city was home to over 100,000 people, making it one of the most populous cities of its time. Yet, despite its grandeur, much about Teotihuacan remains shrouded in mystery, from its origins to its sudden and dramatic decline. The heart of Teotihuacan is dominated by its iconic pyramids, the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, which rise majestically above the city's central avenue, known as the Avenue of the Dead. These structures are not only architectural marvels but also symbols of the city's spiritual and cultural significance. The Pyramid of the Sun, one of the largest pyramids in the world, is believed to have been a site of religious ceremonies and astronomical observations. Its precise alignment with celestial events suggests that the Teotihuacanos had a deep understanding of the cosmos, using their knowledge to guide both their spiritual and daily lives. But who were the people who built this extraordinary city? Surprisingly, we still don't know for certain. Unlike other ancient civilizations, the Teotihuacanos left behind no written records, leaving historians to piece together their story through archaeology and the artifacts they left behind. The city's art and murals depict a society rich in symbolism and ritual, with images of gods, warriors, and mythological creatures adorning its walls. These artworks suggest a complex belief system, but the exact nature of their religion and governance remains unclear. Were they ruled by a single king, a council of leaders, or something entirely different? The answer continues to elude us. One of the most intriguing aspects of Teotihuacan is its cosmopolitan nature. The city was a melting pot of cultures, attracting people from across Mesoamerica. Evidence of trade and cultural exchange can be seen in the artifacts found at the site, including pottery, jewelry, and obsidian tools. This diversity suggests that Teotihuacan was not only a political and religious center, but also a hub of commerce and innovation. Yet, despite its influence, the city's power eventually waned, and by the 8th century it was largely abandoned. The reasons for this decline are still debated. Some theories point to environmental factors such as prolonged droughts, while others suggest internal unrest or invasion by outside forces. Whatever the cause, the fall of Teotihuacan marked the end of an era, leaving behind a city of ruins that continues to captivate and mystify. The mysteries of Teotihuacan extend beyond its decline. The city's layout, with its precise grid system and alignment with celestial bodies, raises questions about the knowledge and intentions of its builders. Were they guided by divine inspiration, or did they possess advanced scientific understanding? The discovery of tunnels beneath the pyramids, some containing offerings and artifacts, adds another layer of intrigue. These underground passages may have been used for rituals or as symbolic representations of the underworld, but their true purpose remains a subject of speculation. As we explore the ruins of Teotihuacan, we're reminded of the ingenuity and ambition of its people. Their achievements in architecture, art, and urban planning stand as a testament to their creativity and vision. Yet, the unanswered questions about their identity, beliefs, and ultimate fate remind us that even the greatest civilizations can leave behind mysteries that endure for centuries. Next, we'll delve into the enigmatic Indus Valley script, another ancient puzzle that continues to challenge our understanding of the past. Shifting our focus to another ancient enigma, we now explore the Indus Valley script, one of the most tantalizing mysteries of the ancient world. This undeciphered writing system, used by the Indus Valley civilization over 4,000 years ago, has puzzled scholars for decades. Found on seals, pottery, and other artifacts, the script consists of short sequences of symbols, often accompanied by images of animals or human-like figures. Despite numerous attempts, no one has been able to crack its code, leaving us to wonder what secrets these ancient symbols might hold. The Indus Valley civilization, which flourished in what is now modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, was one of the earliest urban societies in the world. Its cities, such as Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, were marvels of urban planning with advanced drainage systems, standardized brick sizes, and well-organized streets. Yet, unlike other ancient civilizations like the Egyptians or Mesopotamians, the Indus Valley people left behind no monumental inscriptions or lengthy texts. Instead, their writing appears primarily on small objects, leading to questions about its purpose. Was it used for trade, to record transactions, or perhaps for religious or administrative purposes? The lack of longer texts makes it difficult to determine whether the script represents a true writing system or a more symbolic form of communication. One of the biggest challenges in deciphering the Indus script is its brevity. Most inscriptions contain only a handful of symbols, making it hard to identify patterns or establish a clear grammar. Some researchers believe the script may have been logographic, with each symbol representing a word or concept, while others argue it could be syllabic or even alphabetic. Without a bilingual text like the Rosetta Stone that helped decode Egyptian hieroglyphs, the Indus script remains a linguistic puzzle. Efforts to compare it with other ancient scripts or modern languages have so far yielded no definitive results, leaving its meaning shrouded in mystery. The symbols themselves are another source of intrigue. Some resemble animals, plants, or geometric shapes, while others are more abstract. These images may hold clues to the beliefs and daily life of the Indus Valley people, but without understanding the script, we can only speculate. For example, the frequent depiction of a unicorn-like creature on seals has led to theories about its symbolic or religious significance. Could it represent a deity, a mythical creature, or even a trade symbol? The answers remain elusive. Adding to the mystery is the fact that the Indus Valley civilization declined around 1900 BCE, and with it, the use of their script. The reasons for their decline are still debated, with theories ranging from climate change to invasions or shifts in trade routes. Whatever the cause, the disappearance of their writing system means that the voices of this ancient people have been silenced, leaving behind only fragments of their language and culture. Despite the challenges, the quest to decipher the Indus script continues to captivate researchers. Advances in technology, such as computer algorithms and machine learning, offer new hope for unlocking its secrets. Some scholars are even exploring the possibility that the script may not represent a spoken language at all, but could instead be a system of symbols used for specific purposes, such as marking ownership or recording rituals. As we ponder the mysteries of the Indus Valley script, we're reminded of the enduring power of language to connect us across time and space. While we may never fully understand the messages left behind by this ancient civilization, their symbols continue to inspire curiosity and wonder, inviting us to imagine the lives and stories of those who created them. Next, we'll uncover the secrets of the Turin mummies, another fascinating chapter in the story of ancient mysteries. Turning our attention to another captivating mystery, we now delve into the story of the Turin mummies, a collection of remarkably preserved ancient remains discovered in the deserts of western China. These mummies, some dating back as far as 4,000 years, have sparked intense debate and fascination due to their striking appearance and the secrets they hold about early human migration and cultural exchange. The Turin mummies were first uncovered in the early 20th century in the Turin Basin, a region known for its harsh, arid climate. What makes these mummies so extraordinary is their state of preservation. The dry desert air, combined with the natural salts in the soil, has kept their hair, clothing, and even facial features intact, offering a rare glimpse into the lives of people who lived millennia ago. But it's not just their preservation that has captured the world's attention, it's their appearance. Many of the mummies have light-colored hair, fair skin, and features that seem distinctly European, leading to questions about their origins. For decades, researchers have debated where these people came from. Some theories suggest they were part of a migration from Europe or Central Asia, possibly linked to the ancient Indo-European cultures. Others argue that they may have been local inhabitants who developed unique physical traits over time. Genetic studies have added another layer to the mystery, revealing that the Tarim mummies share DNA with both European and Siberian populations, as well as with ancient groups from the region. This suggests a complex web of migration and interaction that challenges our understanding of early human history. The clothing and artifacts found with the mummies provide further clues about their lives. Many were buried with finely woven textiles, including colorful woolen garments and felt hats, indicating a high level of craftsmanship. Some mummies were even found with cheese and other food items, suggesting they had a diet rich in dairy. These discoveries paint a picture of a sophisticated society with advanced skills in weaving, agriculture, and possibly trade. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Tarim mummies is their cultural identity. The presence of items like woven baskets, wooden tools, and even musical instruments hints at a vibrant culture with its own traditions and practices. Yet, the absence of written records leaves many questions unanswered. Who were these people, what language did they speak, and how did they come to settle in such a remote and inhospitable region? The preservation of the mummies also raises questions about the environment of the Tarim Basin thousands of years ago. Today, the region is one of the driest places on Earth, but evidence suggests it may have been more hospitable in the past, with rivers, lakes, and even forests. This raises the possibility that the Tarim Basin was once a crossroads for ancient cultures, a place where people from different regions met, traded, and exchanged ideas. As we continue to study the Tarim mummies, they remind us of the interconnectedness of human history. Their story challenges the idea of isolated civilizations and highlights the complex movements of people and cultures across vast distances. While many questions remain, these ancient individuals offer a fascinating window into a world that existed long before recorded history. Next, we'll explore the Dogon tribe and their mysterious knowledge of the Sirius star system, a tale that blurs the line between ancient wisdom and modern science. Now, let's journey to West Africa, where the Dogon tribe of Mali holds a mystery that has puzzled scientists and historians for decades. The Dogon people possess an astonishingly detailed understanding of the Sirius star system, knowledge that seems far beyond what their ancient culture should have been able to observe or comprehend. This enigma has sparked countless debates and theories, blurring the lines between ancient wisdom and modern science. The Dogon's knowledge centers around Sirius, the brightest star in our night sky. They describe Sirius not as a single star but as part of a binary system, consisting of Sirius A and a smaller, denser companion star known as Sirius B. What's remarkable is that Sirius B is invisible to the naked eye and was only confirmed by modern astronomers in the 19th century. Yet, the Dogon have known about its existence for centuries, along with specific details about its orbit and density. How could an isolated tribe in Mali have such precise astronomical knowledge? One theory suggests that the Dogon's understanding of Sirius comes from ancient contact with an advanced civilization. Some researchers propose that extraterrestrial visitors or a lost, highly advanced human culture may have shared this knowledge with the Dogon long ago. This idea is often linked to the work of anthropologists Marcel Grioul and Germain Dieterlen, who studied the Dogon in the mid-20th century and documented their intricate astronomical beliefs. According to their accounts, the Dogon's knowledge was passed down through generations via oral traditions, suggesting a deep and ancient connection to the stars. However, not everyone is convinced by the extraterrestrial or lost civilization theories. Skeptics argue that the Dogon's knowledge of Sirius could be the result of cultural contamination. During the colonial era, European missionaries and explorers may have shared astronomical information with the Dogon, which was then incorporated into their traditions. Additionally, some critics point out that the Dogon's descriptions of Sirius B, while intriguing, are not as precise as they initially seem. They argue that the details could have been influenced by modern interpretations or misunderstandings of their oral traditions. Another angle considers the possibility that the Dogon's knowledge is rooted in their own sophisticated observations of the night sky. Over centuries, they may have developed a keen understanding of celestial patterns, allowing them to infer the existence of Sirius B based on subtle gravitational effects or other indirect evidence. This theory highlights the ingenuity and intellectual achievements of ancient cultures, challenging the assumption that such knowledge could only come from external sources. The mystery of the Dogon and Sirius raises profound questions about the transmission of knowledge across time and cultures. Whether their understanding came from ancient contact, cultural exchange, or their own observations, the Dogon story reminds us of the vast and often untapped wisdom of indigenous peoples. It also underscores the importance of preserving and respecting these traditions, as they offer unique insights into humanity's shared history. As we continue to explore the Dogon's connection to Sirius, we're left to wonder how much more we might learn from the stars and from the cultures that have studied them for millennia. Next, we'll turn our attention to the precision-cut stones of Puma Punku, a site that continues to baffle archaeologists with its advanced engineering and mysterious origins. Now, shifting our focus to the highlands of Bolivia, we encounter the enigmatic ruins of Puma Punku, a site that continues to baffle archaeologists and engineers alike. Nestled near the ancient city of Tiwanaku, Puma Punku is renowned for its precision-cut stones, some of which weigh several tons and are carved with astonishing accuracy. The level of craftsmanship displayed here is so advanced that it has led many to question how an ancient civilization could have achieved such feats without modern tools or technology. The stones of Puma Punku are made from andesite and red sandstone, materials known for their hardness and durability. What's truly remarkable is the precision with which these stones were cut. The edges are perfectly straight, the corners are sharp, and the surfaces are smooth, often fitting together so tightly that not even a razor blade can slide between them. Some stones feature intricate geometric patterns and holes drilled with such precision that they appear to have been made by machine. This level of detail has sparked countless debates about the methods and tools used by the builders. One of the most puzzling aspects of Puma Punku is the sheer scale of the stones. Some blocks weigh over 100 tons, yet they were transported from quarries located miles away. How did the ancient builders move these massive stones across such distances? Theories range from the use of ramps and sledges to more speculative ideas involving advanced technology or even extraterrestrial assistance. However, no definitive evidence has been found to explain how such a feat was accomplished. The purpose of Puma Punku is another mystery. Some researchers believe it was a religious or ceremonial site, possibly connected to the nearby Tiwanaku complex. Others suggest it may have served as a center for astronomical observations or even as a hub for trade and administration. The lack of written records from the Tiwanaku civilization makes it difficult to determine the true function of Puma Punku, leaving much of its history open to interpretation. Adding to the intrigue is the question of how the site fell into ruin. Some theories propose that a natural disaster, such as an earthquake or flood, caused the destruction. Others point to the possibility of invasion or internal conflict. Whatever the cause, the ruins of Puma Punku stand as a testament to the ingenuity and skill of its builders, whose methods and motivations remain shrouded in mystery. As we reflect on the precision and complexity of Puma Punku, we're reminded of the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations. The site challenges our understanding of history and technology, inviting us to reconsider what we know about the past. Next, we'll explore the controversial Ica stones, artifacts that some claim depict dinosaurs and advanced technology, raising even more questions about humanity's ancient history. Now, let's turn our attention to the mysterious Ica stones, a collection of carved rocks that have sparked heated debates among historians, archaeologists, and skeptics alike. Discovered in the Ica region of Peru, these stones are etched with intricate images that seem to depict dinosaurs, advanced medical procedures, and even what some interpret as futuristic technology. The carvings are so detailed and unusual that they've led to a whirlwind of theories about their origins and meaning. The Ica stones first gained widespread attention in the 1960s when a local farmer claimed to have found them in a cave. He began selling them to collectors, and soon the stones became a sensation. What makes them so controversial is their imagery. Some stones show humans interacting with creatures that resemble dinosaurs, while others depict what appear to be complex surgeries, telescopes, and even maps of the stars. These depictions are puzzling because they suggest knowledge or experiences that seem far beyond the capabilities of ancient civilizations. One theory posits that the Ica stones are genuine artifacts from an advanced prehistoric culture that coexisted with dinosaurs. Proponents of this idea argue that the stones could be evidence of a lost civilization with knowledge of extinct creatures and sophisticated technology. However, this theory is highly contested, as it contradicts mainstream scientific understanding of human history and the timeline of dinosaur extinction. On the other hand, many experts believe the Ica stones are modern creations, possibly crafted by the farmer who first brought them to light or by others seeking to profit from their sale. Skeptics point to inconsistencies in the carvings, such as the depiction of dinosaurs in ways that align more with 20th century pop culture than with actual prehistoric creatures. Additionally, the lack of archaeological context, such as the absence of other artifacts or evidence from the same time period, raises doubts about their authenticity. Adding to the mystery is the fact that the original source of the stones remains unclear. While the farmer claimed they came from a cave, no such cave has ever been identified or excavated. This lack of verifiable provenance makes it difficult to determine whether the stones are ancient relics or clever forgeries. Despite this, the Ica stones continue to captivate the imagination of those who encounter them, serving as a reminder of how easily the line between fact and fiction can blur. As we consider the Ica stones, we're left with more questions than answers. Are they genuine artifacts that challenge our understanding of history, or are they elaborate hoaxes designed to deceive? Whatever the truth may be, the stones remain a fascinating enigma, inviting us to explore the boundaries of human creativity and the enduring allure of ancient mysteries. Next, we'll delve into the Codex Gigas, a massive medieval manuscript shrouded in legend and intrigue. Now, shifting our focus to another enigmatic artifact, we come to the Codex Gigas, a colossal medieval manuscript often referred to as the Devil's Bible. This massive book, weighing nearly 165 pounds and standing over 3 feet tall, is one of the largest surviving manuscripts from the Middle Ages. Its sheer size and the legends surrounding it have made it a subject of fascination and speculation for centuries. The Codex Gigas was created in the early 13th century in what is now the Czech Republic, within the walls of a Benedictine monastery. The manuscript is a compilation of various texts, including the complete Latin Bible, historical chronicles, medical formulas, and even exorcism rituals. What makes it truly unique, however, is the striking full-page illustration of the devil, which has earned it its ominous nickname. The vivid depiction of Satan, with his menacing grin and clawed hands, has fueled countless stories about the manuscript's origins. One of the most enduring legends claims that the Codex Gigas was written by a single monk in a single night, aided by the devil himself. According to the tale, the monk had been sentenced to death for breaking his monastic vows and made a pact with Satan to complete the manuscript in exchange for his life. While this story is undoubtedly dramatic, historians believe the manuscript likely took decades to complete, given its size and the complexity of its contents. Still, the legend persists, adding to the aura of mystery that surrounds the book. The purpose of the Codex Gigas remains a topic of debate. Some scholars suggest it was intended as a comprehensive reference work for the monastery, combining religious, historical, and practical knowledge into a single volume. Others believe it may have been created as a symbol of the monastery's wealth and prestige, showcasing their ability to produce such a monumental work. The inclusion of the devil's portrait, however, raises questions about its deeper significance. Was it meant to serve as a warning against sin, or does it hint at a more esoteric purpose? Adding to the intrigue is the fact that the Codex Gigas has survived centuries of turmoil, including wars, fires, and thefts. It was taken as war booty during the 30 Years' War and eventually ended up in the Royal Library of Sweden, where it remains today. Despite its survival, several pages are missing, and their absence has only deepened the mystery. What was written on those lost pages, and why were they removed? Some speculate they contained forbidden knowledge or rituals, while others believe they were simply damaged over time. The Codex Gigas continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike, not only for its size and content, but also for the unanswered questions it poses. Was it truly a collaborative effort between a monk and the devil, or is it a testament to human dedication and craftsmanship? As we examine this extraordinary manuscript, we're reminded of the power of storytelling and the enduring allure of the unknown. Next, we'll explore the Vinland map, a controversial artifact that challenges our understanding of early exploration. Now, turning our attention to another artifact shrouded in mystery, we encounter the Vinland map, a document that has sparked heated debates among historians and cartographers alike. This map, which supposedly dates back to the 15th century, is said to depict parts of North America long before Christopher Columbus set foot on the continent. If authentic, it would rewrite our understanding of early exploration and challenge the traditional narrative of European discovery. The Vinland map first came to light in the mid-20th century when it was presented as a medieval document. It shows not only Europe, Asia, and Africa, but also a landmass labeled Vinland in the Northwest Atlantic. This name is believed to refer to the area explored by Norse settlers around the year 1000, as described in the Icelandic sagas. The map's existence suggests that knowledge of North America may have been more widespread in medieval Europe than previously thought. However, the authenticity of the Vinland map has been fiercely contested. Critics point to inconsistencies in the ink and parchment, as well as the map's sudden appearance without a clear historical trail. Scientific analyses have revealed that the ink contains a compound called anatase, which was not commonly used until the 20th century. This discovery has led many to conclude that the map is a modern forgery, created to deceive scholars and collectors. On the other hand, some experts argue that the map could still be genuine, with the presence of anatase explained by contamination or an unusual medieval recipe. They highlight the map's alignment with known Norse exploration routes and its detailed depiction of Greenland, which aligns with historical accounts. These proponents suggest that dismissing the map entirely may be premature, and further research could uncover new evidence. The implications of the Vinland map's authenticity are profound. If proven real, it would confirm that Europeans had knowledge of North America centuries before Columbus, reshaping our understanding of global exploration and cultural exchange. It would also highlight the achievements of the Norse explorers, who ventured far beyond their homelands in search of new territories. Yet, even if the map is a forgery, its impact on historical narratives cannot be ignored. It has sparked renewed interest in Norse exploration and the possibility of pre-Columbian transatlantic contact. The debate over the Vinland map serves as a reminder of how history is often shaped by the artifacts we discover and the questions they leave unanswered. As we reflect on this controversial document, we're reminded of the delicate balance between evidence and interpretation in historical research. The Vinland map continues to challenge our assumptions and inspire curiosity, proving that even the smallest details can have a lasting impact on our understanding of the past. Next, we'll explore the Bosnian pyramids, a modern mystery that has captivated both skeptics and believers. Now, shifting our focus to a modern-day mystery that has sparked both fascination and skepticism, we turn to the Bosnian pyramids. Nestled in the heart of Bosnia and Herzegovina, these pyramid-shaped hills near the town of Visoko have ignited a heated debate among archaeologists, geologists, and enthusiasts. Are they the remnants of an ancient, advanced civilization, or simply natural geological formations shaped by time and erosion? The story of the Bosnian pyramids began in 2005, when amateur archaeologist Semir Osmanagic claimed that the hills were not natural but man-made structures dating back over 12,000 years. He named the largest hill the Pyramid of the Sun, drawing comparisons to the famous pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica. Osmanagic and his team have since conducted excavations, uncovering what they believe to be stone blocks, tunnels, and even evidence of ancient concrete. Supporters of the pyramid theory argue that the hills exhibit precise geometric shapes and alignments with cardinal directions, suggesting intentional design. They point to the discovery of underground tunnels, which they claim were used by the pyramid builders, as well as unusual energy phenomena reported in the area. Some even propose that the pyramids were part of a global network of ancient sites, built by a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of astronomy and engineering. However, the scientific community remains deeply divided. Many geologists and archaeologists dismiss the claims, arguing that the hills are natural formations known as flatirons, created by tectonic activity and erosion over millions of years. They contend that the so-called stone blocks and tunnels are either natural rock formations or the result of medieval mining activity. Critics also highlight the lack of credible evidence, such as artifacts or inscriptions, that would link the hills to an ancient civilization. Despite the controversy, the Bosnian pyramids have become a cultural phenomenon, attracting tourists, researchers, and media attention from around the world. The site has sparked discussions about the nature of archaeological discovery, the role of amateur researchers, and the boundaries between science and speculation. Whether man-made or natural, the Bosnian pyramids challenge us to reconsider what we know about human history and the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the earth. As we explore these enigmatic structures, we're reminded that history is often a blend of fact, interpretation, and imagination. The Bosnian pyramids may never provide definitive answers, but they continue to inspire curiosity and debate, proving that the search for ancient mysteries is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Next, we'll delve into the legend of the lost city of Z, a tale of exploration and obsession in the heart of the Amazon. Now, let's venture deep into the Amazon rainforest, where the legend of the lost city of Z has captivated explorers and dreamers for over a century. This mysterious city, said to be filled with untold riches and advanced ancient civilizations, has inspired countless expeditions, some of which ended in triumph, while others vanished without a trace. The story begins with British explorer Percy Fawcett, whose obsession with finding this hidden city became the stuff of legend. In the early 20th century, Fawcett became convinced that a sophisticated ancient civilization once thrived in the heart of the Amazon. He based his theory on historical accounts, indigenous legends, and his own explorations, which uncovered pottery shards, stone carvings, and other artifacts that hinted at a lost culture. Fawcett named this mythical city Z, and in 1925 he set out on his final expedition to find it, accompanied by his son and a close friend. They were never seen again. Fawcett's disappearance sparked a wave of interest in the lost city of Z, with many adventurers attempting to retrace his steps. Over the decades, numerous expeditions have ventured into the Amazon, some uncovering intriguing clues such as ancient earthworks and geometric patterns etched into the landscape. These discoveries have led some researchers to believe that the Amazon was once home to a complex network of settlements, challenging the long-held notion that the rainforest was too harsh to support large-scale civilizations. Yet, the mystery of the lost city of Z remains unsolved. Was Fawcett's city a real place, or was it a product of his imagination, fueled by the allure of the unknown? Some speculate that Fawcett may have stumbled upon the ruins of an ancient culture, while others believe he fell victim to the dangers of the Amazon, from hostile tribes to treacherous terrain. The truth may never be known, but the legend endures, a testament to humanity's unyielding desire to uncover the secrets of the past. As we reflect on the story of the lost city of Z, we're reminded of the thin line between myth and reality, and how the pursuit of the unknown can lead to both discovery and peril. This concludes our journey through the 50 greatest ancient mysteries of all time, each one a reminder of how much we still have to learn about our world and its history. Which mystery intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating explorations into the past. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure, and so we reach the end of our journey through the 50 greatest ancient mysteries of all time. From the towering pyramids of Giza to the enigmatic Voynich Manuscript, and from the lost city of Atlantis to the haunting disappearance of the Roanoke colony, each mystery has offered us a glimpse into the unknown, sparking curiosity and wonder. These ancient enigmas remind us that history is not just a record of what we know, but also a testament to the vastness of what we have yet to uncover. They challenge our understanding of the past, pushing us to question, explore, and imagine the possibilities that lie beyond the boundaries of our knowledge. What makes these mysteries so captivating is not just their age or their complexity, but the stories they tell about humanity itself. They reveal our relentless drive to seek answers, to solve puzzles, and to connect with those who came before us. Whether it's the precision of the Antikythera Mechanism or the haunting beauty of the Nazca Lines, each mystery invites us to ponder the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of ancient civilizations. And yet, for every answer we find, new questions arise, keeping the allure of these mysteries alive. As we wrap up, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these ancient mysteries captured your imagination the most? Was it the grandeur of Stonehenge, the intrigue of the Shroud of Turin, or the legend of the lost city of Z? Let us know in the comments below. Your thoughts and theories are what make exploring history so exciting. And if you enjoyed this journey through the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our next adventure into the mysteries of history. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the secrets of our world.